Let the
You
man
weren't
who wasn't
there.
here go.
I'll recap it.
Okie dokie. Well, to start you off, welcome everybody to another wonderful evening of Lost Mines of Phandelver. It's a lovely Monday for some Dungeons and Dragons. And
Hey.
Mr. Michael, go ahead and take it away, sir.
Let's see. So last we left off, we were slaying the great black dragon. Its acid had melted Lunk, but it's okay because someone revived him.
Name
And
was
now we're
Cow
at
Meat.
we are at the tavern celebrating our conquest.
I don't think that's what happened at all.
Close.
It was not a
And we-
slime, but Lunk
And we
did
hit
get
level
down.
10.
Oh no. Oh. I know how it feels. My mistake.
For what?
Well,
Asking for volunteers?
no.
Oh, okay.
Well, in some truth, yes, last we left off on the Lost Mines of Phandelver, our party had ventured into Cragmaw hideout and encountered a band of goblin scavengers led by Yemik, a goblin spellweaver. Looking through the chamber quickly before engaging, Burdane noticed a bruised and barely conscious Sildar Hollowinter, a former member of the Lord's Alliance and an acquaintance to Mr. Big Hand. Using the strategic advantage of higher ground in the chamber, Yemik quickly called on an end to the fighting, offering in exchange the head of Clarg, the large bugbear at the back of the hideout, for the life and freedom of Sildar. The party attempted to parley until our raging barbarian stepped forward and resumed the battle. However, unfortunately, a few well-aimed shots were enough to force Lunk to fall unconscious at the base of the stairs, and quickly stepping forward, pulling Lunk back, Burdane and Storm quickly negotiated with Yemik and left the cave. Venturing into the woods to the south, the party took the evening to rest. Waking up the next morning, the party makes their way back into the Cragmaw hideout, and dodging a torrent of water that was unleashed further up the chamber, the party
We didn't dodge it. Storm, Jedi mind powered it out of the way.
dodging, same thing. The party continued up to the back of the cavern to find 3 goblins who decided to hide themselves in the pools of water. And a spell from Storm froze the top of the pool, trapping the goblins underneath and left them with no means of breath. Our party continued back and very swiftly dispatched of Clark, rescued Yemik.
Burdane and Lunk one-piece comboed him.
Yeah, very
Epic combo attack.
It bring
I like to say Lunk struck high and Burdane struck low, and we just fucking...
was a brutal ending to Mr. Clark. But that brings us to now. Our party has brought their charge of Sildar, as well as some crates marked from the Lion Shield coaster, back to Phandalin. Arriving kind of early in the evening, our party, or we meet up back with our party just before they hop off the cart in front of the Stonehill Inn. And party, what would you like to do? And let me get you.
Arrange for lodgings. Maybe get a
Well-
little bit of payment. We had to deliver. We found some goods in that cavern, right? That were supposed to go to the Lion Shield Coaster?
Foster.
I was gonna say I would try to get that stuff to the Lion Shield if we could, but if it's too late at night, then
Well, given your position, just in front of Stonehill Inn, being slightly above the, or slightly or over the, or kind of up on a hill, you can still see that there's lights still on in several of the buildings throughout this town. Specifically, the one just down to the south that you can see with a large sign swinging in it in the gentle breeze.
Well, let's head down there.
And you also noticed just before you stopped at the Stonehill Inn, there was another shop to the north of it that had a sign that read Barthen's Provisions. And from what you guys remember of the supplies that you agreed to escort over, this is where it was that's the place it was supposed to be dropped off.
Oh, well, we can go drop it off there then.
Sildar still with us?
He has already gone inside to the Stonehill Inn and taken a bit of a nap, or at least
I figure he's a little exhausted after his experience.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I do think at least trying to drop the stuff off at Lion Shield would be our best bet right now.
Well, we could at least take the potions first, yeah?
We don't take anything.
It was worth a shot.
Well, let's get paid for our job at least. What we came here for.
We did the work. We can get the money.
That means Barthen's Provisions first, and then we can move on to the Lion Shield coaster.
You got it.
We'll
Okay.
get paid it in gold, and then maybe we can see about the reward.
All right. Well, key-eyeing the cart back up the north, or the road to the north, you notice most of the buildings up this road are some sort of businesses, like to the northern, or to the or just to the left of you as you go up this road, you see a stone structure that's been formed just outside of or on the opposite side of the Stonehill Inn, and then further up, a brown and tan L-shaped building has a large open door, kind of like a tavern in a western. However, peering inside as you pass through, you see the large billowing flame, and it seems to be a forge. But continuing on to Barthen's Provisions, you hop off the cart and make your way in.
Yeah?
Okay, so inside you see a massive trading post. It shelves stock. Just from a quick glance, seems like ordinary goods and supplies, backpacks, bedrolls, things of that sort. You don't see any weapons here, but there are different sets of adventuring gear. You see two young clerks sitting in the front of, or so there's a bar in the middle of, or in the front of the building, and it's dark wood floors that you walk into, and in front of that bar in the center, or at the other end, in front of a door that leads to the back of the building, are two young clerks, kind of elvish, almost half elvish in complexion and facial structure. And both of them kind of look up, and as you guys walk in, yes, just before closing. Good. How can we help you?
I believe we have a delivery for you.
We're here to complete the Rockseeker contract.
Yes. So,
Lunk's just like carrying one of the boxes to the front door like an idiot.
nice. The kind of younger, more feminine looking one is gonna, leans over and looks at Lunk and just kind of like, okay, I'll go get Mr. Botham. And that leaves you with what the more, they almost appear to be twins, just one's male, one's female. But she hurries off and back into the back room, and you hear just kind of quietly some slight whispering. And
Is it
sorry,
possible to try to make out what they're saying, or are they too far away?
you can
Like with a decent perception check?
yeah, you can make me a perception check if you want to.
I too.
Misa would like to try because
And
I'm nosy.
Okay.
I was gonna say it might be 2 actions, but I was gonna stealth sneak and listen closer, but I'll just.
I got a 19.
Well,
I
I'm
got
glad
a
you were
nat
able to
20.
make it, babe.
Hey!
I love you.
That's a 26. It fell on the floor the first time, so I had to re-roll it.
I
Oh,
got
hey.
an unnatural 20. Haha.
Hey,
Well, damn.
We are very gossipy.
Yeah.
These ears of mine hear everything.
Storm's like, what was that?
Well, so most of you are able to hear just the female half elf is kind of hushedly whispering to a gruffer voice in the back, and you hear what amounts to be the here. The Rockseeker contract, and then a lower voice, or the lower voice responds like, all right, we'll I'll take care of this myself. And he gets up, and you hear the pair of footsteps walk across the hardwood floor, and you see a lean, balding man, close to about 50 years old, it seems. However, has a very pleasant demeanor about himself. All right. Well, the Rockseeker contract, yes?
That'd be the one.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, I pictured all of us like cartoonishly leaning over the their bar counter thing. You know what I mean? And then as we hear the footsteps coming down the stairs, we're all like scrambling around, running into each other to act natural, find random shit to do.
Most definitely.
I don't know why that popped into my head.
Nah,
Canon.
Storm's,
Old cartoon
Storm's
scene.
leaning against the wall real casual, like.
Absolute canon. Well, Barthen is, as you guys confirm, he's nothing but smiles yet again, and he gestures for the younger male half elf to gestures forward towards the open door. The younger, or the half elf, is going to get up and walk out the door, and you hear him kind of shuffling through the cart in the background and begin pulling things off and loading it inside. And
we help direct them so that the stuff for the line shield coster isn't taken.
okay, sure. If one of you want to do that, you can. No problem.
Suppose I'll do it.
That a boy.
I'll go outside to see if the
Now, miss
the
you too,
man
love.
requires help unloading stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I just figured it's a given that Lunk is gonna do the heavy lifting.
Storm.
He's
If
always
she-
eager to help.
If Storm helps, she'll only carry the lightest things.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Valera does not help.
Gladius will carry mine and
Well,
yours.
if all the big strong men are carrying things, I suppose I should keep Valera company.
Okay, so Nidus, Lunk, Verdane, and Gladius are all
Yeah.
going to help.
The not very strong Gladius is offered to help.
Okay, so amongst all of you, basically, it's not going to take very long. And most of the some are heavy, however, and those can be taken care of pretty easily by Lunk. But that leaves Storm and Valera in Barthen's provisions, just kind of watching the 1, 2, 3, 5 gentlemen moving all of the product.
Well, be sure to lift with your back.
And jerking.
You have Barthen is just kind of just sitting in front of the two of you, just looking at you.
Oh,
Well,
can we help you?
I mean, you need to settle a contract, yes?
Oh, yes, we'll take the money.
Okay. Well, do all of you have your own individual contracts, or is it one?
We all have individual.
Okay. Well, he'll reach down underneath his desk, pull out a small chest, and just start piecing together small pouches. And you hear the coins kind of jingle inside as he drops them in. And he's going to hand one out to each of you, and then just set the others off to the side, waiting for the others to come back. In about honestly about 10 minutes, you're with how many hands you have working on this, you're able to unload the all of Rockseeker's mining equipment and so forth into Barthen's provisions, leaving the rest of you now standing in front of him, and Barthen hands out these small sacks of coin. Well,
Much appreciated.
Many thanks, good sir.
you're welcome.
I thought
Now-
we were supposed to get 2.
I do want to ask, have you any news from the road? I received
Well-
word that Gundren was supposed to arrive on a short time before his
Well,
provisions.
seems we ran into a bit of trouble. We had to rescue one of his party, and we still have to rescue him yet.
You can see how the smile on his face just kind of drops a little bit.
Oh shit.
You may want to clean those boxes a little. They were in the hand of goblins for quite a few days.
He's gonna kind of look at the crates and barrels that you've brought in, and they look fine, lass.
Oh wait, that was the other. Never mind, yours were fine.
That's not mud they're covered in, buddy. No, sorry.
Mm.
I'm not.
The goblins got their hand on the Lion Shield Coster's shipment. Yours was fine.
Okay.
There might be a little bit of blood on them.
Well, it should still sell pretty well. Well, I guess there's no news on Mr. Rockseeker?
Well, we have an idea of where he is. As far as we know, he could be alive. I suppose we'll find out.
Well. Unfortunate.
Wait. If we're out looking for him, he'll come back fine.
Well, I do appreciate your positivity and your optimism. Please do bring him back. He was be a friend.
Is,
He's dwarf.
not was.
Yeah. That's right.
His
Dwarf. He's built damn tough.
he's gonna his smile kind of returns and looks down at you and you're right. Party folk. Well, there's nothing more I could help you with.
Oh, it seems like you've got some closing up to do.
I do.
We would all hate to impede on your business. Right, everyone?
Oh,
That's
oh,
right.
yes. Sure.
Would hate to, of course. And that would be the last thing I would think of.
Mr. Barthen, we'll be in town for a bit, so you might see us again.
Please come by. Anything you need, I might have it.
We'll do proper introductions at a later date.
Lunk leans over to Storm. Why would me stampede store?
I don't know, Clunk. Why would you?
Big Hand asked not to stampede store.
Well,
I
does
believe
that
he
sound
said-
like something you do?
Impede. A large one with little words.
Didn't mean to, I promise.
Impede?
Are you preparing to fight?
No.
Throw down, dude.
Oh shit.
For funsies, the spot where I click on my character sheet on D&D Beyond is right between the armor class and the initiative modifier.
Oh no.
So a little accident.
Well, you guys take your leave, I assume?
Yes.
All right.
How
Gotta
much
get some
money did
Jedi.
you pay us again?
Once you get back on your cart, open up the pouch and inspect it. It
Just
was
for the notes.
10 gold pieces.
Son of a bitch. Lunk is rich! Her!
10 gold pieces. Nice.
Honest pay for honest work.
I don't know why I was thinking that too. Probably because I was playing Skyrim earlier. Fucking farmers.
Rim job?
What?
Whoa, hey.
Wait, whoa,
That's what I call Skyrim.
Not in
Why
my
is
Christian D&D game.
why is there a voice in this guy saying such obscene things?
Whoa!
That's no good.
Truly,
Guys say
the
bad
heavens
words.
wouldn't say such things.
So if we don't drag our feet, we might be able to catch the Lion's Shield coaster before it goes. Good night.
Lunk grabs the cart and runs.
Whoa, Lunk!
Okay.
Godspeed.
I'm walking. I don't
Is
know.
that
I'm doing this.
I want you to make me a strength check, as well as an animal handling check, because all of the cart is still attached to the horses.
Oh shit, I forgot about the horse.
is that really our card to do this with?
This is going
Nice.
great.
Oh no. Okay. Go. Did you roll? Okay. So,
Jumps up and goes, yeah, and horses don't move.
Hunk run or leaves
If we only
The
could roll all
provisions in
strength checks
haste.
at advantage.
and well, if you're raging you can. But
That would have been
but-
funny, but missed chances.
so Lunk storms out of Barthen's provisions and then hearing the need for haste from Burdain and grabs the center post of the cart right in between the horses and they both like at his hasted approach as well as the furious look on his face both get a little spooked and he pulls on the cart in a direction, and the horses take him a different direction, and he begins heading down. So we're on the map. They take off down this road here. And just to show you guys this, I don't know if you could see it as well as I can on my screen, but that's a fucking natural 20 on the horse's strength check against luck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Gotta love being level 2. It's fun, I promise.
So the rest of your party is
And dumb
left
ideas.
with, or standing just outside the provisions or Barthen's shop, and the cart just takes off and then veers to the right down that alleyway.
Bloody is gonna give like a little hand wave. Waving by to the horses.
What's my
Storm will
positioning
basically,
on the cart now? Like, did the cart just run me over and go past me? Am I on the cart, on one of the horses?
Okay, I'll give you. You can either make me a dexterity saving throw or another strength saving throw, depending on what you want to do. If you want to hang on, it's strength. And if you want to make... You're proficient with acrobatics and athletics, right?
Athletics, not acrobatics.
And that's the strength-based one? Yeah. Okay.
If I'm allowed to use my level 2 abilities, I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that I can see.
You are level 2, so...
Because of my danger sense that I have now acquired.
Okay, so yeah, you can make me a dexterity saving throw at advantage, or be dragged by the cart.
Because this is the thing. I can roll a regular strength saving throw for a +5. Or I can roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage, but only a +2. So...
It's up to you. Strength will be holding on to the cart and try to stopping, or either trying to stop the cart, or and dexterity will be to let go and not get trampled.
Could I rage and try to stop the cart?
It's your use of rage.
I'm gonna rage
This is
and
the
stop
same
the cart.
day, isn't it? So you've already used it once today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got 2.
Okay, I wasn't. I've never played Barbarian.
Okay, so do you rage?
Yeah. Which means... Aha!
Okay. All right.
If I could have rolled the 16 or the 24 on the first one, that would have been beautiful, but
So for the left
this
one,
is D&D.
for the left one, that is a total of 12, and for the right one, that is a total of 17. So, Lunk, raging, plants his feet in the ground and just hauls that cart to a stop, just in front of the house, or on the other side of the smithy. Now that you're standing there, you can kind of see the smithy sign sitting.
That's why I was like, you know what, on second thought, I need to try to stop this before I crash into somebody's house, because this is the last thing Lunk wants to do and feels like a piece of shit.
Well, while he's doing all these theatrics, I'm just gonna walk over to the inn.
Storm's laughing really hard, but she eventually turns around and walks in the direction of Lion Shield Coaster.
Okay. Alright, so you begin Nidus begins walking to the inn and Storm towards the coster. It's a quick 2-minute jaunt to the inn for you, Nidus. And let's see. And as you approach, you can see that this inn is a little bit, or is more newly built than the rest of Phandelver. It's made of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. And upon entering, you see that the common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider. All of them kind of turn their head and see the newcomer, and then just kind of turn back to their cups. For Storm, it's a 4 or 5 minute walk.
She waits outside for Lunk.
Okay. And what are the rest of you doing?
Well, I had a job to do with lion shields too.
So you're walking with Storm?
Mhm.
Okay.
Vladius is suggesting to Valyria that we go to that towards the end with Nidus.
Okay. All right. So,
Which means Lunk gets to sear the cart back to the lion shield.
with your nerves on high from the trial that you just faced, it's a quick and very or a slow and cautious road down. But you do make it there. It takes Lunk a few extra minutes to get down to Lion Shield with your cart of goods. Both of the horses their hearts are beating kind of fast. You can kind of hear them as you walk by. But Vladius and Valyria, you are greeted by the same description as Nidus walks in. Now, which one who wants to go first, the inn or the Lion Shield? We'll do
Lion Shield can go.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say let Lion Shield go. They seem a little more.
We're the important people. We're doing business.
We're
So-
doing business.
I said it.
We're just looking at getting.
No, we're not doing business. We're doing business. All right,
That's the
we're
fun
getting
stuff.
shit done.
Well, I
Business.
suppose since the others decided not to come, they don't want to get paid.
Oh, they'll get paid.
We give them their money.
So,
Lunk not need.
as you
Well, I'll take my Lunk.
as you guys are walking, or the two of you are standing and Lunk finally approaches, you do see a small human woman. Seems to be the age of or in her mid-30s. She leaves, or is just opening the door, stepping out fully, or with all of her she's wearing this gray robe, as well as and it's kind of closed, and she has a kind of rough red scarf that's around her neck, and she's kind of bundled up tightly as she turns the door closed and then starts to lock it just as she kind of turns around and looks at the large cart approaching with the two of you already just standing there, and she's
Hello.
hello.
We were on our way here, and it seems your goods were misplaced and landed with some goblins. And being the good Samaritans we are, we decided to bring them back to you.
Wait. And she'll just kind of may I check?
Orleans?
Be my guest.
So she kind of hurries around the back of the cart, looks in, and just wide-eyed just looks at them and yes, those are ours. I guess perfect timing. So she's gonna she walks back to the front of the door, or the door, and unlocks it and opens it up, and it starts kind of the two of you peering in. You can see her kind of rushing around to relight some of the candles that had been slowly blowing out as you were standing there. And as she gets to the third one, she turns around and is like, "Oh, come in."
A storm walks in.
Should we
well-
bring the goods in?
I walk in carrying box.
Okay.
How many boxes can I carry?
These
I'm still
are
trying to hurry.
there are so they're crates and barrels, however they're relatively sealed, and some of them have a few lighter items in them and others have some other heavier items. So with you by yourself, Lunk, it would probably take you maybe the better part of 15 minutes. With Burdane helping you, it no more than 10 minutes again.
Easy.
Storm would just be chatting up to the lady.
Okay. Well, as the two start bringing them in, she starts smiling and well, thank you so much. I wasn't expecting these to come back. They've been gone or they've been missing about 2 weeks. They're supposed to arrive a few weeks ago.
You may want to disinfect them, and there may be some missing, as you said, they were in the hand of goblins.
Oh, I still have the receipt for this order, so I should be able to know what was missing. And if it's by the end of the goblins, by the hand of the goblins, then I'm sure they were well taken care of.
Oh, for sure.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Few
Yes,
get
well,
away.
There were a lot.
Well, pardon my manners. I'm Lenine Greywind.
Oh, well, I'm Storm. That's Burdane, and the big fellow over there is Lunk.
Lunk.
Yes, his
That's a
parents
good
were very
name.
creative.
I mean, that's a good name, though. I like it.
Good name for good lunk.
Good luck.
She smiles. She almost has the expression of like a fond memory. And she kind of blinks her eyes a little bit. Well, I really didn't put out a request for these to be returned, so... But I assume a reward is in order.
Yes, well, we'd gladly take our reward from some of the provisions we did recover, if, of course, that's up to you.
Well, most of these provisions have already been accounted for. Yes, we lost them, but they are, how do I say this?
Observed.
Right.
They had
Thank you.
they had like insurance on them already.
Well,
Already paid it off.
no.
Prepaid.
I guess you could say prepaid. Well, but I can do this. And she'll, she has a small little ottoman that's set off to the side, and looking around in here, you can see there's a fairly full, robust supply of armor, weapons, some used, some new, and or underneath this ottoman, like she'll ruffle around a few for a little bit, and then hand over a sack of gold. What sounds like a sack of gold to you.
Oh, much appreciated, my lady.
Lunk's checking out the weapons.
How much gold is in there?
Do you open it up standing in front of her?
No.
Okay. Jingling it around.
Baller move.
You jingle it around a little bit, and it's fairly hefty, so...
Oh, she Scrooge McDucked it! She just ding 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 ding. It's like,
I'll be
80
sure
gold
to split
pieces.
this.
Dope.
I'll be sure to split this among my companions.
But specifically, are there any good axes or hammers? Specifically, great axes or great hammers, but they don't have to be two-handed.
Make me a perception check. Or this would be investigation if you're, like, looking through pretty heavily.
While he's doing that, Storm is gonna side-eye Burdane and be like, I see you looking at me like that. Here, if you don't trust
And you
me,
said great
hands gold
axes
over to
or great
Burdane.
hammers?
Specifically, yeah. That, or at least, like, primarily. But, you said investigation? Alright,
You really think
I'm
plus
so
0, so
selfish?
14.
Okay. 14. Alright.
Nice.
So, you don't find any large hammers, or any war hammers. And you
Warhammer, that's the word.
Yeah, you do find a great axe. However, it's not in the best of quality. The edge looks from you said 14? Looks
Yeah.
like a decent axe, but it's seen some use.
But I'd be perfectly happy with keeping mine in that sense then.
Okay.
Basically. Lunk wouldn't really be interested in the armor himself, but I guess some new pants without holes wouldn't hurt. Considering he now has a lot more money than he's probably ever had in his life.
You could always go without pants.
I'd advise against that.
We tried once. People not happy.
No.
It work in woods, not in town.
So, the impression I'm getting is that this shop sells weapons and armor.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then just to cut out a lot of the middleman for, I guess for what else my next question, it seems like mostly just ordinary items, no magical, like, +3s or any craziness.
No, nothing of the
Not yet, at least.
large or sort of that, and yeah, mainly just weapons and armor. You don't find any pants per se. You do
Yeah.
find some leather pants, but they're currently affixed as the like kind of mid or under the layer of the plate legs.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you be? I'm looking at armor, and could I wear like a chain shirt and still be stealthy? Because it says there isn't any stealth disadvantage.
Yeah,
I think
so
the chain shirt is like the one medium armor you can wear. That's why Wub was wearing one for the longest time.
yes.
And then I later found, I think it was a padded leather armor, just because for me and my dex modifier it was the best, but
Yeah, there's studded leather. That's 12 plus your dex.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's why I switched to that lighter armor. I think you told me about the padded leather, Kyle, at one point.
Yeah. But
Because you're like, hey man, you get your full dex if you use this, and I was like, bullshit! And looked it up, and I was like, wait a minute.
Is there any studded leather among the things? Can I ask? I forgot her name already.
Greywind.
Greywind. Yes.
Miss Greywind.
Yeah. Can I ask Miss Greywind if she has any studded leather?
So, she will kind of gesture back to one of the far corners behind you guys. It seems to be like everything seems to be like relatively sorted out, and there is a set of studded leather there. Next to it, you do see some regular fine leather, not studded.
How much for the studded leather?
Well, we don't have. She's gonna kind of bite her lip a little bit and pot with it for 50 gold.
50? I believe we did you quite the favor of bringing all this stuff back to you. Is there any chance I could get a discount? I'm a little out of, my usual amount of gold at the moment.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage. Did it go through?
I'm rolling it. The first roll was a nat 1. Good thing I had advantage. Second roll was a 2.
Gotta love it.
So that's a 4.
As much as I would love to, don't get me wrong, I would gladly do anything that I can within my power for those who revitalize some of my stock, but some of the items here are accounted for, and they've...
That's quite alright. Maybe
People
I'll
that
find some.
pre-purchased them would not be very happy if I sold them.
That's alright.
That
I'll
was the
find
most
some
polite
elsewhere.
way to basically say, with all due respect, who the fuck do you think you are? Just damn.
That's alright. I'll find some elsewhere. Perhaps I'll be able to swing by some other time when I have more funds.
We don't need to buy stuff from no
These
nerd
two.
anyways. No, sorry.
You're always welcome here.
Not that kind of lunk.
She leans
Miss-
over. She leans over to Bernay and goes, "I wish Valia were here." She's very
Right.
persuasive.
Getting you a discount on pre-purchased goods.
Well, I don't see anybody here buying them but us.
Anywho, Miss Greywind, before we get out of your hair
You're not wrong.
and let you properly close up for the night, I did have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
We found an item. Well, it struck me as a bit of a curiosity. A small frog. I believe it's made out of maybe jade.
Let's see, where was it? I know what item you're talking about. I need to find it. There. Here. I think it was, yeah, jade with something in the eyes. Where was it? Do you remember what room it was in?
We found that with the rest of the Lion Shield coaster items. So with Clark.
Hmm.
Sorry to put you on the spot, Miss Greywind. I do apologize.
So, looking over it, and what seems to be your question with it? You want to sell it?
You mean buy?
Oh,
It does
buy it.
belong to you, doesn't it? It is part of your shipment.
Well, those
Oh.
goblins did have quite the large stash. It could be from anybody.
And she's gonna kind of look at you inquisitively and just kind of... Wait. She's gonna go back to that final chest that you guys brought in. And place it back or on her little podium and... Well, this one's actually not marked for us.
Oh.
So... It doesn't belong to me. I would say it honestly belongs to you.
So we have a chest that doesn't belong to Barthens or Lion Shield? We just have a random excess chest?
Fair.
So it's like full of shit?
It seems that way, Mr. Long. Your vocabulary is...
No, sorry, that was out of character. I didn't realize. When did we... What?
Well, we just
Okay.
took it out,
That's a
apparently.
pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we'll be back once we've had a chance to search through the contents.
I was,
Like
I was
to
thinking
sell
I missed
some?
something from last session. I'm like, what?
Alright.
Huh.
If there's anything peculiar in these chests that we think might be of use to you, or if you might be able to give us some more detail on, we'll show you.
Okay.
How heavy is the chest? Is it easy for me to carry?
Yeah, it's you can tell by lifting it that most of the weight comes from the construct of the chest itself. There is a little bit of loose rattling in the inside, kind of the loose clinking of glass and coin.
Ooh. I like that sound.
I guess we will, I guess at this point it just makes sense to head back to the inn then, rest of the party?
We can unpack it back at the inn.
Yeah,
for now,
yeah,
we
that's
can
what I was saying.
Bid farewell to Miss Greywind.
That's what I was saying, I guess now we just head back to the inn, if we're all in, unless you guys had more stuff to do here at the store.
I'm afraid not. Aside from allowing her to close up.
Yes, sorry for the interruption.
No,
I missed
Your way out.
thank you. I'm very... Honestly, I'm thrilled this came through. I was expecting not to receive it. But, please come by anytime. Maybe we'll be able to exchange some coin in a few, the next time you visit.
Yes.
Oh,
and hopefully
she'll
any
tighten her
future,
robe.
And hopefully any future shipments won't be so impeded.
I do hope
Bye,
so.
Miss Grey Lady.
Goodbye, Lunk. And she'll offer a small smile over to Verdane. Mr.
The lump brain
Verdane,
is contagious.
Miss Storm, pleasure to meet
Really?
you.
Storm curtsies on her way out.
Pleasure.
Well, you guys leave, and you see her follow, kind of blow out the candles behind you, and as she walks, and then lock up the door behind you, and kind of that awkward moment where you've already said goodbye to somebody, and now you're in another place where, good night, and she just hurries down the road.
Guess we should load that into the cart.
Yeah,
Find a place
I
to
would-
park this thing for the night.
I would set it back down on the cart, and I would assume they would have a type of stable area next to the inn, but it doesn't look like it, so where do we put the cart?
Perhaps
I
we
mean, I
should
guess
ask
an
the inn.
empty... I mean, I guess if
Perhaps-
we carry the chest with us, we can just leave the cart next
Well,
to that.
perhaps we should ask the innkeeper.
Okay.
I'm sure he'd know.
And so, on that, that'll bring us back to our in group. So that is going to be Gladius, Valera, and Nidus. So once again, entering the inn, you see, well, those of you not here will just kind of excuse your tokens for a moment.
Just hide us here in the kitchens or something.
But the three of you enter out into this well-lit inn, crossing over a small bear or a large bear rug that's draped as kind of like a doormat. And let me get.
I just put myself outside the building, so make it easier for them to move around and do their stuff unimpeded.
Cool. Thank you. And you see in this room a kind of slender barmaid hustling back from behind the bar and towards other tables, bringing drinks, food. Three figures behind the counter. One friendly-looking human male, a human female next to him behind the bar, and then a smaller, child that's kind of sitting up on a chair,
Ashton?
drawing on some papers in front of him. Sitting kind of dispersed through the room is an old, kind of dirty, older man. Looks like he's got, from what you can see, looks like his arms are heavily suntanned and burned, as well as the back of his neck. He's got this large, kind of almost straw-looking hat, and he's just kind of sitting against the bar, drinking. You also have another figure off to the right, from looking at the map's perspective. Another older gentleman, not as old as the other one, but he's got his clothes that he's wearing seem to be stained with this black powder. And then another female that's off further to the right, who's the young barmaid, is serving currently. Someone with some finely woven cloth that just kind of smatters or covers her body. I'll just look at you for a moment as you enter, and then just go back to their own business, leaving you to a relatively quiet room. And from the back, the human male just, welcome. How can I help you?
Greetings, good sir. And Nidus is gonna walk his way up to the bar and take a seat. I'll say right there.
Oh, hello. What can I get for you?
What's the house special?
Well, nothing really special in terms of flavor. However, we do have 2 sizes of mugs. If you want a mug, we can do that. We can also get you a gallon mug. That's our specialty. More ale.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll start with the regular size one, and if I'm really feeling it, I'll jump up to your gallon size.
Right on. Righto. He kind of looks over to his wife and nods, and she begins pouring a mug of ale. And maybe 4 copper pieces, please.
But of course, I'll slide him his way.
And he'll take the 4 of them under his hand and slide, or kind of quickly slide them underneath the counter, and then you watch him kind of pass one down to his son, or the child down at the end, and you see the kid smile and then just kind of put it away in his pocket.
You've got quite the store here.
Well, we do our best. We do our best. Honestly, the business has been booming pretty well lately. So, we've, I guess you could say we've done well for ourselves, and I appreciate the compliments. Now, you looking to stay the evening, or are you just passing through, having a nice drink?
Ooh, definitely looking to stay the evening, if you have room, that is.
Well, this is a modest and not many rooms, and one is already accounted for the evening. We could give you the other. He's gonna kind of look down the bar to both of the gentlemen that are sitting like kind of diagonally from each other, the miner and the farmer, and we can offer you 3 of them. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I just need 1 room.
All right. Oop.
Wipe.
I know, you always got to remember to wipe, or else things will be bad.
Why are all your transitions wipes? Ah!
Because I like wiping. I gotta remind people that they need to wipe.
One day he got me. He accidentally wiped 5 times in a row, and I was like, okay, I swear I just almost had a brain aneurysm.
I do that a lot.
Because I happen to have them in full screen, so it was just my whole freaking big 1440 screen now, just wipe.
Well,
I die on the inside.
I'd like to talk with the innkeeper also about getting us from rooms. Figure out the what's going on here with these. How many rooms are available?
Well, now he's gonna kind of gesture between the two of you, or between the two of you. Now that a companion.
And I'm just gonna look over and jump a bit, seeing Gladius moving over.
I'm gonna nod and say, "There's more of us. I thought I heard you say that there were 4 rooms, and you said you could only give us 3."
Right. There's 6 total. 1 is already accounted for, and he again looks down to the farmer and the miner, and 2 others are probably going to be accounted for as well. So leaving with your companion purchasing 1, 2 rooms left.
Well, couldn't the farmer and the miner sleep in a room together?
You see, the last time that we've done that, so I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I am Gladius.
Tolbin, nice to meet you. Toblin Stonehill.
Oberlin Stonehill.
Yes, and you see, the last time we tried that, they broke out into what best is to be described as completely bare boxing.
Oh, much like I expected a drunken lover's quarrel.
That did not.
So,
Terrible. All bad.
I mean, maybe we could bind them so they wouldn't fight, and then they could sleep in a room peacefully.
Truly, it's no issue. If there's really only 3 rooms left, and I've already secured one, I'm sure some of us can
Okay,
share a room.
I'm sure. As much fun as it would be to have your fine guest here be pleasurably taken care of. But
Did
Toblin,
Gladius just offer his services?
Ooh.
to bind them.
Uh-huh.
To bind them and put them in one room.
Yeah, to bind them. That's part of it. We know
Yeah.
where it's going.
So he quickly your drink is slid over to you, Nidus. And he looks over to Vladius. Well, is it a drink? Is it a room that I could offer you?
A little of both. I'll get a drink. And I believe we'll take the rest of the rooms.
Okay.
The others are on their way. More of us were there. You know what? We'll just keep the drinks coming. And here, and I'm gonna slide down a silver piece to the boy at the end of the bar.
He's gonna Tolbin will or Jesus, those I'm dyslexic. It's Toblin.
Toblin.
Yes, Toblin.
I removed a silver to slide one down to the boy.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate the donation, sir. Where it will be 3 silver per room, and then for a round of endless drinks, we'll put it at 3 silver. Make it even. 6 silver
That
per.
works. 6 silver per? Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's 3 silver from Nidus as well for the room, and then 3 silver for or total of 6 silver if you're taking both rooms, Vladius, and then for the additional unending drinks is another 3 silver.
I'll get the others
And-
to square up with that, so.
I will slide that silver his way.
Well, thank you for your patronage, and he'll slide over 3 keys, 1 to Nidus and 2 to Vladius. What brings you to Phandalin? Most of the people we see here are regulars, and you're rather new faces.
Nothing too much. Bit of light work. Guarding a shipment of supplies to your local store.
Really? Little
That's right.
god work, you say?
You never know with the roads these days. So, it's a lot easier just to get security than lose your supplies. I don't blame them.
I wish Mr. Wester would have the same mentality as you folk. But
Mr. Who?
Wester. He's a town master, as you could say. Does a shit job, if you ask me.
What are the job requirements of a town master,
Well,
Mr. Toblin? I've not heard of this kind of job.
the
Maybe one of us could do it.
well, Phandalin has no functioning government, so we, as the town folk, elect someone to serve as a town master each year. He serves as judge in the minor disputes and mainly keeps record of any record that needs to be kept. Current one is a pompous
Right.
fool,
Not-
Harbin
Looking for a
Wester.
good job. Wester.
I will say that does sound like a government.
A slight government, yes, but not a full government as you would consider in Neverwinter or Waterdeep.
Of course, I'd imagine a small town has little need for something so grandiose.
Yeah, it is fairly simple. However, every once in a while we do get these we do get some with no backbone. And it's about this time that the rest of you return and enter the into the Stonehill Inn. And you see Valera just kind of tentatively standing behind Vladius while the two are, or sorry, she probably would be sitting up next to Vladius at this point. And then so the three of them are all sitting up by the bar.
I would turn to see them entering and throw a wave their way.
I'll walk my way over. Do a little saunter.
How'd the business fare with the lion shield?
Great. We earned a little something for returning the goods.
Really? I didn't expect that. A welcome surprise.
Yes, well,
Unlike the next one.
some of us did almost die.
I guess it's dangers of our occupation, isn't it?
I thought our occupation was a simple escort job.
Surely we know that nothing's ever simple in this world.
I'm beginning to see that. So, I see the drinks are already pouring. Mind if I grab one?
Storm, we got drinks for you. Come on. Come to the bar.
Oh, there's a lad. She goes over to sit next to Vladius, or I don't know where Valeria's sitting. Probably next to Vladius.
And I start parceling out the coinage from Miss Greywind.
So, as you
Yes,
kind of sit down and count it, it's
Bourdain-
Ippity gold.
Bourdain didn't trust me to distribute this evenly to the rest of us. Can you believe that?
Mind you, you willingly handed over the bag, and then insinuated I didn't trust you.
Yes, well, you were giving me a shifty look.
Well, I took care of the rooms and the drinks, so. Made us got a room, but we got the other ones. Yeah.
So you want to tell them? If not, I'll tell them.
Tell us what?
Group, there's only 3 rooms, and I've already snagged one, and he grabbed the other 2. So we're gonna
well,
have
I'd
some
be
bunking
happy
up.
to bunk with you, Nidus.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
She winks at him.
Valera kind of like pouts and like raises her hand and like her tail's like all swish and excited. And she's like, actually, I had a great idea. So I was thinking, Storm, me and you, we could share a room. We could make a little girl's day out of it. And then Nidus and Vladdy, they could share the room together. And then Lunk and, well, if Lunk wants... Lunk, do you sleep in a bed? Do you even know what it is?
You're muted.
Don't say that.
Me have
No,
home.
you're not.
You weren't muted, it was Mitchell that was muted.
That sounds
Oh.
pleasant. That sounds pleasant, Valera. I'm sorry, I just assumed you'd room with Vlad over there. Are you sure he won't get jealous?
Oh, I've
That
room with
sounds-
him plenty of nights, and one wouldn't do any good bad.
Whoa, since when did I say I was sharing? Hold on.
Yes, but he might miss you. He looks like the lonely sort.
But he's never lonely. He has silly.
Exactly.
One night with new friends wouldn't hurt. Isn't that right, Nidus? She like gives him a smile.
I see your tricks here, but no, that's not right. I didn't volunteer to turn my room into a sausage party.
Well, like I said, I'd be happy to bunk with you, Nidus.
I'd rather take that over tall, dark, and brooding here.
Me already have home.
Not you.
We're gonna go sleep in the woods,
Night-
Lunk.
Notice, I think
Where else?
the blue lady's gonna have her way with you if you let her in your room.
How bold of you to assume that I'd lose to someone like that.
All right, a wrestling match, I suppose.
How bold of you to assume I'd be so forward?
You've been pretty forward this whole time.
You think
Where else
that's me
Lunk
being
sleep?
forward?
Oh,
You think that's
It gets
forward?
it gets worse.
She gives him a sly grin. Wouldn't you like to find out?
Not necessarily.
I appreciate the concern, Vladius, but
I'm
as a
so
son
glad
of a
I'm not running
bard,
Torg.
I know my way around these kind of games.
Torg would fucking hate this.
So a master
My
of the
paladin
battle
from a
works.
long time ago.
All right.
Claire's eyes are just
Money.
like bugging.
Money. Who
Well,
else?
Money.
I was gonna say I know it walked in late, but I was gonna ask the DM if it's cool if I carried the chest inside, or would these people be like not
Yeah.
cool with us?
You can do so, and as
Alright.
as this big or massive lunk of a man walks in carrying a very small, dainty chest that's jingling with coins and glass, you see all of the patrons that are currently just lost in their drinks, attempting to not pay attention to your conversation.
Perhaps we should
look
move
forward.
this conversation upstairs to our rooms.
Or grab a table. That also works.
Well, we have some items to go through, and I'd rather do that with some privacy.
Alright, well, in that case, guess we're gonna all party up in my room and check that out.
Oh, well, if you insist. Our room, isn't it?
Sure, it is. In
Okay.
that case,
Have
I'll
fun with them,
split the price
Storm.
with you.
Oh, I intend to.
So, I will have to ask John I need to get another copy of the upstairs because the upstairs still says Hera, a drum, all of that kind of good stuff.
Oh.
Because they were in the image. So, I
That's
need one
fine,
that
we
just-
can use it.
Yeah, we can just
Well,
ignore the names on
We
it.
can use it temporarily until he gets you a new one.
I don't have it loaded in because I didn't want
Oh,
to use
okay.
it. So, just for the sake of brevity,
Theater of the mind.
yes.
I would not suggest you guys stay in Boris's room, though.
Yeah, instantly attacked by a murder face.
Say in Wubb's room, it's still pristine. He's never used it.
Well, going upstairs, you do find 6 rooms. One of them, to the left, or to the right, is closed, with no light coming out from the underside. However, the final, or the 5 that stretch out down the hallway all have like faint glimmers of light coming underneath the doorway. And looking through, test the keys. You're in the last 3 in the back.
Alright.
So you all pile into one single room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we're gonna go through the stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So, kind of clusteredly, arranging yourself, you clamber into Nidus's room, and just kind of sitting wherever you were able to. Let's get back to that page. What do you guys are? You guys are just immediately opening up the coins and opening up the chest?
Yeah, just dump the contents in on the bed or something.
Okay.
We'll go
So,
through it.
from the pouch that Greywind gave Burdane was 50 gold pieces. And dumping the contents of the chest, you see roughly about 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 2 glass vials filled with a reddish liquid, and then that jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes. It's kind of small. It could fit in your pocket or a pouch.
Well, does the jade frog seem magical?
Do you have
I have identify.
Okay. Yeah, you can cast Identify if you would like to. However, just kind of
I
giving
shall.
Okay, if you want to.
Yeah, it'd be the only way for me to figure it out.
So, can you ritually cast or just cast?
What?
So,
Just cast.
Yeah, I think identify is like a instantaneous. It's just focused on a specific target, a specific item or something.
It's a touch thing. I pick one object and hold it in my hands, and if it's magic, I can learn its properties and how to use it.
Yeah, it's only wizards that can do ritual stuff. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I
And
have
warlocks and bards.
detect magic.
Do you have a pearl worth at least 100 gold?
I don't need that, Chief.
I
Yeah.
can detect magic if we want.
Well, going with Nidus's identify, the jade statue doesn't have any kind of magical enchantment. However, the two glass vials exhibit a minor magical aura. One you recognize pretty quickly as potions of healing. There's two of them.
Well, the statue's just a little pretty toy, but the potions, those are ones that'll keep us standing. Unless someone's just keen to keep this little frog around. We'll admit it is a nice little figurine.
Lyra
we sell it.
reaches over.
We're selling it, Val.
Oh, but it's so cute. Look at how dainty it is.
Would you like to buy it from us?
Oh. Well, that fixed that quickly.
Yeah.
How much is the frog valued at?
A lot.
So
$1 million. Sorry, I mean gold.
Well, we're not likely to find someone to sell it to and make its money's worth in an area like this, so why not?
Be surprised.
Why make trillions when you could make billions?
There's plenty of weirdos out here. And what is that nonsense you're talking, Lunk?
That
You're
was
listening
an
to him,
awesome power quote, man.
expecting.
The Lion Shield shopkeep, Miss Greywinter. Greywind. Offered to take it off our hands, although we didn't finalize the price. We thought it belonged to her for a second. So she might be able to give us a decent price for it if we decide to sell.
Well, we have no other use for it, unless you guys want to see some cool magic tricks out of it.
Make it croak. I know you can.
I can do you one better for that. I can make it come to life.
No,
Yeah, really? You want to see?
You're
I can
pulling
make
my
it
fucking
disappear.
leg.
please.
I can make it disappear.
Here, give me a sec. I'll look at it. Put some magic into it. And I will pull a little piece out of my pouch and give it a
He's got a
homunculus
piece.
heart. And it'll come to life as a homunculus.
What?
Dope.
What? You've never been sexier.
Your phrasing just got the inner city in me, though. He pulled out a piece, and I was like, wait a minute. Is it just doing like the... I can't remember the name of the song, but like the dance from that old like Bugs Bunny frog thing?
No, it is not doing the hello my lady thing. No.
Yeah. Hello, my lady. Hello, my honey.
hello, my
Hello,
ragtime.
my ragtime gal.
Can you make him dance?
Yeah, it'll dance. I don't know how well frogs can dance, but I'll tell it to dance, and I guess it'll do whatever a frog dance would do.
You can sing it
I
as
picture
your
just doing like the
spellcast.
Cabbage Patch for some reason. I don't know why.
Roll me a performance check.
Is it the Cabbage Patch that I'm thinking of?
I hope not. No, it would be the actual doll doing it, not me. And the
Right.
doll gets it at my proficiency bonus, which would be +2.
Yep.
So it would just be a d20 +2. I'll just roll it through roll 20. That's easier.
It's definitely the Cabbage Patch I was thinking of. It just
Yeah.
starts doing the Cabbage Patch.
The frog leaps up and begins dancing, a very eloquent and mildly hilarious yet enthralling dance.
It does a little
Starts
two-step forward.
cry laughing.
Lunk just kind of claps his hands together and laughs very childishly.
I love it here.
Gladius holds a hand over his mouth. Covering a laughter. Covering laughter.
Hey,
And then goes back
magic
to a
cool,
stone
was
cold
it not?
face.
Storm is clapping and laughing.
That's a cool trick you just did.
I dropped some examples in chat in Discord of the frog dancing.
So,
Michael.
Well, I'm glad you
I like
all
the last
enjoy
one. The last one for sure.
it. To hell with you, Eric. Crafted a nice violoncello and let it play.
If I've partialed out the coin,
Can I use thaumaturgy to put on some rave music, or is that not a thing?
Make the camera start zooming in and out on it, like while alternating angles too.
What,
Jesus,
you guys
man,
want
you
music?
I have an idea, Valera.
Oh, yes.
Can you play us any music for the frog to dance to?
Oh, of course. And she like fucking pulls out a flute, a pan flute, and a fucking lute from her backpack. She's like, which one would you like?
Dealer's choice, I suppose.
She kind of like looks at him out and like looks to Vladius and she's like, pick one.
Well, whichever one you don't use, I will use one along with you as a backup performer.
Oh, splendid! And she'll like hand him the flute. She'll take the lute for herself and they'll both just start playing.
You know, I'll join in too. I'll grab a copper piece, infuse it with a little bit of magic, and it'll start holding a drum beat.
Oh shit.
and you want to use thaumaturgy, yeah?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay, so I'll put this all together. So go ahead and make me, whoever's leading the performance check, make it at
Fuck this
advantage.
campaign, we're a traveling band now.
That's Valera, I think.
That would be yeah.
So
Fuck the mines of
24 for the
Phandelver, we're
first
gonna travel the
roll,
world, bitch.
And
Storm gets up and starts dancing.
so it's a 24 because that was the highest roll.
Okay, 24. The three of you with sync up perfectly with the dancing frog just as Storm raises her hands and start using thaumaturgy to dim and brighten the candle and lantern flames to kind of simulate a flashing lights in the room as the three of you just jam out in perfect unison with your little dancing
Storm-
jade frog in the
Storm
center
is
of the
dancing
room.
vigorously.
Oh god.
Can Lunk try
This
to
is
dance?
D&D.
This is not how I expected this day to go.
Oh, fell off.
I feel like we're playing the D&D cover of Blue Oyster called "Don't Fear the Reaper" or
I rolled a
something.
10 for performance, so that's how Storm's dancing.
Yeah, you may accidentally step on some toes every once in a while, but not hard, you know, and the rhythm is there.
reminds me of a nice night at home.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad we feel like family to you, Sergeant.
At least for a bit.
Storm's gonna try to pull up Bourdain and dance with him.
Alas. No. No can
I'm
do.
such a buzzkill. She continues to dance.
Come on,
Storm,
Bourdain.
is this
Everyone
this
knows
the
that
part where
warriors
it's-
make the best dancers.
Not denying that, but someone here has to count out your coin.
Oh, we can
I
do
guess
that
no.
later.
Fine. Fine. I'll hoist my old ass dwarf on his feet.
Yes!
Hallelujah.
Hey.
I love
Storm takes him by the hands and starts twirling around him.
Vladius is gonna make sure Bourdain has a drink in his hand too while he's. Come on, we paid for endless drinks. Get your share. I've heard the tales of the dwarves.
Storm will grab a mug too, if there's multiple mugs.
There,
Remember, someone has to sleep in here, so don't go spilling those drinks around.
there are the mugs that you guys brought with you.
I guess if everyone else
Well, and
is going to
Storm's
do it,
drinking
Lunk will
and
try
dancing.
to dance. What do I roll for that? Performance?
Yeah,
Can
and
Storm help him?
Luckily, that's charisma.
sure,
Hell yeah.
that'd be an
Storm grabs
advantage.
Lunk's hand and starts dancing with him.
Might as well roll performance and see how badly Lillian dances.
Hey.
She's helping everybody she can.
There's no way this can turn out well.
That funny.
Since Vladius is basically handing out drinks, do you hand a mug to Lunk?
Well, I mean, I thought we ordered endless, so I would hope that Lunk would have a drink.
Lunk's gonna kind of look at it for a second. He's gonna like stop dancing and look at it for a second and why this water look funny and smell weird.
Not water.
It's magic juice. It makes you feel good. And she starts chugging hers while dancing.
Lunk's gonna drink some of it, but what would I roll to see if he? You know what? Because I never get to use it, I'm gonna roll both of my d10 real quick, and we're gonna see if Lunk
What's the
likes
chance
alcohol.
it's 50-50?
I feel like that's the fairest way to do it.
High-low?
But would it be fair? I guess if you I guess you could skew it if you wanted to.
I was thinking true. I was thinking the higher percentage, like 50, 51 to 100, would be he likes it, and like if he gets 100, he loves it. You know what I'm saying?
Go for it.
16%. Luck hates it.
Tell you what,
Immediately
Lunk, I can
spits
help
it
you
out.
out. Lunk, what's your favorite flavor?
It has to be dirt.
Pig.
Oh, close.
Alright, well, tell you what,
Lunk drinks swamp water, as far as I know.
Nidus will wave some fingers over his drink and give it a taste.
Alright, he's gonna hesitantly taste it again.
Your drink tastes exactly like pig.
I assume like actual cooked pork, but
It's like licking a pig.
I assumed you meant bacon, so that's what flavor Nidus would have.
yeah, there you go.
Prestidigitation.
Fantastic.
Damn, hell yeah, that's cool as fuck. Alright, I guess because it now actually tastes like his favorite food, he's just gonna fucking drink the whole cup. Why not?
Do me! And she holds her mug out to Nidus. Surprise me!
Surprise you. Alright. And I'll wave fingers over it.
Well, after he waves his fingers, can, like, Valera also wave her fingers, like, in the background, just like, hee and, like, change
Make
it
it-
again?
Make it taste like onions or something.
Sleight of
fucked up.
hand.
Yeah!
Well, the flavor I chose was sweat, so whatever you're adding in, it's gonna be sweat and whatever that is.
Oh god!
Wait, who's a sweat?
Yours.
You said do whatever, so he made it sweat. Oh,
Do I
gross.
have to roll for that
Sleight of
Wanted
hand,
a
yeah.
surprise.
sleight of hand? Oh
Are you
no.
targeting Lunk's cup or my cup?
Your cup. Oh man, it's a 7.
Everyone
What did you
loves
change
Lunk.
it to?
A 7. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she has to stop playing the lute to wiggle her fingers.
yeah, you do notice the lute stop playing for a moment, and then the wiggle of the fingers.
As she takes a taste, she's gonna kind of like give Nidus like a little wiggly eyebrows. She's gonna go. Is this a promise for tonight then?
I don't know.
No.
What if Valera changed the flavor too?
It was just garlic.
Garlic and sweat. Oh.
No, because she does hers secondly, it's gonna override mine. Just replace it with a taste of garlic.
Oh shit.
Oh, in that case, then Storm wouldn't have said anything.
Strict garlic.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe Nidus sweats garlic. I don't know. Even if it overrode it.
You should patent this? She says to Valera.
You know, out of character, real quick, I do gotta say, this is probably the dopest moment. This is what, session 3, and we're already at our party stage with the party? That's dope. That's dope. It normally takes a while. Hell yeah, guys.
Did
Well, I
it?
guess it helps. I'm a walking freak show with my magic tricks.
And you guys wanted to get rid of the frog.
Frog was the best part of this.
Well, we're enjoying it for now.
Yeah.
Everyone
Also,
goes
the
to sleep.
frog will
just
stay in that form indefinitely until I turn it off.
So, do you think it'll sell
Dope.
for more like this?
Probably. If someone wants a homunculus, I mean, I don't think it'll listen to him. I've never tried giving someone a homunculus before.
Well, why don't we find out?
But that's deception. I'm not trying to deceive anybody.
Have some fun.
He's gonna glance back over to his dancing frog. Think I'm having plenty of fun right now.
Fair.
Fladius is jamming on the flute to the frog. Having his own fun.
Oh my gosh.
A lot just happened there.
Wow.
Balance the
Things
coin
spiraled out of
correctly.
control pretty
Just,
quickly.
just for notes' sake, real quick, how much money is that split up before we all get lost in the bullshittery?
Getting to that. I've been trying to get to that for a bit. Just letting you guys have fun. So, all parceled out, we should get 8 gold, 18 silver, and 100 copper pieces each.
Damn. 8 gold, 18 silver, and 100 copper?
That be right?
Son of a bitch.
I,
I think you're breaking up just a little bit, Eric.
Yeah, what was it?
I wasn't saying much.
Yeah,
You
it
were
was
breaking up, but
8
I had a hard time.
8 gold, 18 silver, 100 copper.
Thank you.
And just for really quick like sake, and we're also kind of at a halfway point, so take a quick bathroom break for everybody, just to, you know, we have to.
Just fucking
Yeah.
did that.
Hey, man, I gotta go, and
Patch.
you know,
Go.
It's a conspiracy against me.
yeah. While I go,
Go.
I guess you guys can decide what the heck you're doing next. If you're continuing
I'm
partying.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Was all good. Myself a drink.
Yeah, and while you're at it, get closer to your mic while you're drinking.
Fuck you.
No.
I see that dude playing Elden Ring back there. How far is he?
Joe? I don't know. How far are you in Elden Ring? He just defeated Gother?
Ah,
Godric.
nice.
Oh yeah, big boy.
Nice. That's a tough one. I'm just about to beat him. I just gotta level up a little bit more.
Scrub. You don't need levels. Get good.
More vigor! No, I'm running a mage. The easiest class to run.
Ew.
I totally called it the other night. He's playing a paladin.
Nice.
I told you that's the only thing he plays in any game.
Well, Sword and Board is really, really good in Elden Ring too,
It actually really is.
because it has
It
that
is
new
tried and
mechanic.
true.
It has that new guarded strike mechanic.
Yep.
Urination Nation.
You gotta be careful, Kyle. An artificer has too much fun when he's in a social setting.
I know, right?
I've only just partially dug into my bag of tricks.
Yeah, I have a Warforged Bard that he's meant to do a lot of like social RP stuff, but I can't remember what the name of the campaign we're running is, but we've had like 0 chance for social RP. It's literally just been like we've been attacked by basically everything that we've seen so far, so.
There's always a chance for RP between attacks, right?
Gotta say, so far the coolest thing about Artificer is once per day making a new permanent magic item.
Yeah.
That sounds sick.
Oh no! Oh yeah, no. When they get, if you can get an artificer to level 20, they are retarded. One of my buddies had one, and at one point for the rogue, I think when they were at level 18, he made the rogue some kind of basically a repeating hand crossbow that was essentially a fucking hand cannon.
Holy fuck.
Because it had a ring of enlargement installed at the end of the crossbow, so a bolt would go through it and turn them into javelins. And since it's a repeating crossbow, and the rogue I think could get 3 attacks each turn with each hand crossbow, he was shooting 6 fucking javelins basically every turn.
So, will you be able to make us like magic items for our party?
Yeah,
Once at dawn.
that's
I can make
basically
a
an
new
artificer's
item.
whole point, to make
I can
retarded
create
magic
up
shit
to
for the
4
party.
items. I can only have 4 items active at once though.
Yeah.
But I can just straight up make permanent items.
Wait,
like this
right now
homunculus.
your max is 4 items?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I can only
At
make
level
1 per
2?
day. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Artificer
insane.
was literally the answer to stingy GMs with magic items.
Ah, that makes sense. Oh, you don't want to give us magic items? Fine, bitch.
Make one.
You know this ordinary silver ring you gave me 3 sessions ago? It's a ring of fuck you.
I want the ring of fuck.
That would be a dope ring.
Right now, what I can make is homunculi. I can enhance weapons. I can enhance spells.
Ooh.
And the 4th one I haven't decided. I think I'm just gonna make it to where I can make a bag of holding.
Make Lunk's axe great.
Kyle, don't ask for a ring of fucking.
I'll throw down for a ring of fucking. Ah!
Oh god.
You asked for it, I'll deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
It
it was
took
so
him a
big.
second to
Where
take
did it
that
go?
off.
That's a cock ring.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry I asked.
You put it around your
Is it-
balls and/or shaft.
Did you see what John said in Twitch chat?
No,
Mhm.
that's just
Some
for
of them
shaft.
go around both.
That one's just for my shaft.
He said that with his artificer, they found a magic cauldron that would make soup once a day, and the artificer tinkered with it and put a face on it that made it say "Welcome to the Magic Cauldron." And they had
Oh
it
my god.
on the bar in the inn that they bought to stay in town, and they made money over time.
Hell yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern?
I haven't.
You
I
probably
don't know
like
too
it.
many
You should-
podcasts.
You should check it out. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but it's as if there's a wizard, a magical talking badger named Chunt with 7 T's, and a guy from Chicago who fell through a portal behind a Wendy's or something.
That's one hell of a backstory.
I feel like a Denny's would be a better place for a portal.
Maybe it was behind a Denny's. I can't remember. It was like some shitty restaurant. That
It's
was
gotta be
behind.
Denny's.
Yeah.
Or
Kaylee,
Waffle
you would
House.
like Hello from the Magic Tavern. Go look it up after this, please.
I'm in the middle of listening to a whole big lot of Critical Role, so that'll be a while.
That almost reminds me of the campaign I ran for Mitchell and Kyle and them, where they had a guy that was from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
I wish
tortured
we could
that
continue
poor soul.
that.
Well, with Kyle's fairy campaign, there's potential for somebody to have worked at Pizza Hut.
I can't believe you guys tortured that man the way you did.
Dude, I tried to walk away, and they were like, "Oh, by the way, Michael Jackson's dead." Oh, by the way. Yeah, oh, no, they ruined this man's life. This guy was like
Again.
from the early
You were there
70s,
too.
early 80s.
You
I can't
were
remember,
a
but, like, all the
compliment.
stuff he was into, they're like, yeah, that stuff's done. The 80s is dead. Everyone from the 80s is dead.
It's all the drugs.
VHS is a dead medium now.
I felt so
Eric,
bad
you're
for that
roboting
bartender.
much.
Well, welcome back, everyone. By this point of the night, you guys have partied for a little while, and your mugs have run dry.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Storm
Okay.
is already snoring in the corner.
Well. Okay.
I'm turning off all my magic trinkets besides the frog. It'll stay a homunculus for now.
Is he still dancing all night?
No, he's just gonna hang out.
Chill.
And croak.
Enjoy
Gladius
his
had-
doings.
Gladius hadn't really been drinking that much. Like, he just kind of was handing out drinks to people and getting everyone else's number
Okay.
while he kind of observed.
Are there multiple beds in the room?
There is one.
Storm's in the bed.
I just had no intention on fighting for the bed.
Okay.
Storm's passed out drunk in the bed.
Off of one mug,
No, I thought we were drinking all night.
you
Like
went
one
up to your room with a single mug, and with Gladius had promised, like, or had said drinks are on him, but you guys never went back down to get any.
Oh, Storm definitely went back down then. She was going
I
up
hope
and
you
down
guys
with
went back
drinks.
down. That was a lot of silver wasted from that.
Well, as Storm and I guess Gladius makes your way down, you
Drunk
do
as
see
lunk.
off of one beer or one
Uh,
ale.
well, I would have had multiples, but he's literally never drank before, and he's only 18, so...
Okay,
Those
so
other ones are not going to be bacon flavored.
you guys,
he's already hammered, it doesn't matter. Or he's already tipsy off the first one, he doesn't...
a few, or we'll say you make about 4 trips downstairs to grab more drinks.
be your first drinker, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, the people that are drinking, you can make me some Constitution saving throws to see how drunk you get. But the first 2 visits down, the tavern has kind of emptied out, besides the farmer.
I'll do it at disadvantage, just since it's my first time drinking. 10.
You hold it. You don't get sick, but you're drunk.
Nice. I didn't
Storm
throw up,
rolled a
though, that's what
17 for
matters.
the first one. Do we roll multiple?
I just rolled a disadvantage, since it's my first time ever drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, so Storm, you're used to this. You're used to drinking with, your previous job. While the rest of you continue to make merry, have a blast until eventually, in the wee hours of the morning, Storm finds herself passed out, leaving, or Lunk and the rest of your group kind of just quietly calming down for the evening. Do we separate and go to sleep?
Yeah, Nidus already in his room is gonna grab a copper piece, fiddle with it to make it start emitting a citrus scent to help him sleep, and he's going to sleep.
Ooh.
Wow. Supposed to have spewing lavender.
Well, who takes up the rest of the other 2 rooms then?
Storm, are you taking with Nidus?
She's passed out in the bed. You're welcome to
Oh.
move her if you want.
Oh wait, which room did she go to?
She's asleep in
Nidus
my
is-
bed,
Oh, Nidus's? Oh, never mind.
but Nidus has already rolled out his bedroll, and he's fine sleeping on the ground.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. And just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to assume Bao and Vlad and Burdane
I
and
will be.
Lunk.
I'll be sleeping in
That
front of
leaves
the door.
Big Hand and Lunk.
Um,
Lunk will sleep on the floor with his bedroll.
He has a bedroll?
Of course, that was his whole point of going into town. Originally, he needed a bedroll and food,
Oh.
but he didn't have enough money for food, so he took a random job. Quite literally, the first job he found.
He has his priorities straight.
Mm-hmm. For man know no words, man know no life.
Well, I'll be
Bedroll.
seeing you all in the morning.
All work, no play.
Bedroll, food.
Well, settling down, you guys find yourself on the cusp of a lovely evening and some much-needed rest. Awakening the next morning
Yay.
to the sounds of hustle and bustle moving throughout the streets. You guys make your way downstairs to a meal that has already been prepared. Complimentary, says Toblin.
Now that's hospitality. That's how you keep customers coming back.
Hi. We have several passes through on their way from Neverwinter through the Desarian Valley, so we try to do what we can.
Well,
Now-
you're doing a damn fine job at it.
Could I get you a spot of ale in the morning? You day drinkers?
Storm comes down just as he's saying this, and she goes, "One for me."
Alrighty.
Her hair is
I'll take-
quite rumpled.
I'll take coffee instead. I'm not a day drinker.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Is there a chance you can make this taste like coffee for me?
Is there a reason you just don't want coffee instead?
Well, it's not as fun.
Sure. And I'll make it taste like coffee.
She
Jesus
she clinks glasses with him.
And I'm just gonna clink and hope he doesn't spill any coffee at it.
Well,
That's a dangerous ability you have.
I'd say it's helpful more than dangerous. Works wonders for diets.
I bet.
Now, we have a man to save today, don't we?
Do we know where this castle is?
I'd imagine. If we don't, those goblins probably do.
You want to pay them a visit again?
If need be.
Well, perhaps we should try asking around first.
okay.
But Dane, you're awful quiet over there. Did you sleep all right?
Just fun. Just fine.
You're super robot-y. Oh!
Oh no. Rest in peace, fish.
What? I
Some of Mitchell's fish died, apparently.
am. Any better?
That's sad.
Yeah, you
kind
definitely
of.
sound better.
For now.
It's just your gravelly voice, that's all.
Probably.
Well,
Except Stan, by the way.
So you guys come down, or while you're eating your breakfast, you do notice these same patrons that were there in the evening, seeming to drink away their day, are back and having a morning breakfast. Sildar is down there sitting alone at a table, kind of just eating quietly, and as all of you make your way down, he does offer a small wave. But sitting down to eat, it's a fair meal. It is filling, along with your light. What was that?
What was what?
I heard a beep of some kind, and I'm not sure what it was.
I heard it too.
I also heard beeps. Pretty sure it was my window unit just beeping.
Well, again, like I said, they're sitting down or having a breakfast. What was it? Oh yeah. So for this meal is complimentary to the room. Okay, cool. All right.
Came down here, met Sildor.
After halfway through Storm's meal, she's gonna go sit next to Sildar.
Okay. Morning, lass.
Feeling better?
Much needed nice rest. Thank you. I can't explain how grateful I am that you got me back here.
Yes, well, about that. Is there any chance you know where Cragmaw Castle is? If we're gonna find your friend, we ought to know where we're going.
He's gonna kind of give you a coy smile and... Friend? You mean our employer?
Oh, I thought you were friends with him.
Even though I travel with someone, it doesn't necessarily mean we're friends.
You must live a lonely life.
No! I just don't trust easily.
Yes, well. Do you know anybody in town we could ask about Cragmaw Castle? Or are we on our own for that?
Well,
Worst case scenario, we can't find it and we just don't go, you know?
let me kind of look through this again real quick just to make sure I'm giving the right information. Make sure. Where the fuck did it go? That's not it. That's not it either. Fuck. Where did it go? I'm just trying to make sure I get the right information. I'm sorry.
You're
Well-
not very chatty, are you?
Well, I'm not 100% sure about the location of this castle you speak of, but I do know that Gundren had a map of sorts showing it had the location of the cave that we were looking for, but the goblins took it when they captured him. I I got the feeling from what I heard from that weird talking goblin is that they sent him as well as his map to this castle.
Yes, we knew that already.
Well, then you know just about as much as I do. Did you know about his brothers? And he kind of gives you this inquisitive, almost also judgmentaling look.
No, that is actually some helpful information.
Well, there's 3 of them.
And
Haven't heard from them. Apparently, they were supposed to stop by the Lion's Shields to pick up a restock. They haven't been seen.
those are the bastards who took my armor.
I don't believe so. That's a different issue.
Well, what do you know? You
Quite
just got here.
Quite a lot, because although I'd traveled with Gundren, I had my own reasons for coming. Mainly as a request of the Alliance to remove the Town Master from office. Because apparently he's not doing his job in getting rid of some gang of ruffians that move through the town. As they...
Politics.
Aye, politics. And actually, that is where I'm going today. To see if I can convince him to give up his seat willingly.
And if he doesn't?
Election time, Loss.
Ooh, exciting.
What of the gang of ruffians?
Ah! Fuck, Vlad! Where'd you come from?
I'm not behind you as always.
Yeah, I saw him standing right behind you, but he is a little quiet.
Yes, well, I don't have eyes on the back of my head, now do I?
Good thing you don't, you would look strange.
Sure would. Would be helpful, though.
Would.
Do you think I could pull off being bald?
Aye. I think you could. We could do that for you.
Well, I don't need that now, but if I ever got a second set of eyes on the back of my head, I'd think about it.
Nidus will definitely shudder at the idea.
You know, they might be back there, just under that hair.
Yes, I'm sorry, Sildar, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm just listening to the two of you banter.
Well, if you don't have any more helpful information, I suppose we should find somebody who knows where we can find this castle.
Well, if you don't have any luck here in town, maybe Gimmick could be persuaded, I don't know. But I would start in town first.
Yes, Yimik is, the lowest of our options, I think. Didn't we ask him and he just said he wasn't helpful?
Didn't he also want some hobgoblin killed?
Yes.
Or bugbear, whatever it was.
We killed him, Nidus. Are you okay?
No, apparently I partied too hard last night. Well, in any case, if we had to persuade him, it won't be too hard. He'll talk willingly or talk at the point of a blade.
Well, we're friends with him, right?
Friends? With a goblin that attacks patrols of carriages? Can't really say I'm too friendly with that.
I wasn't being literal.
Got me. In any case, yeah, we should check within town. Maybe one of the local shopkeepers knows something.
Well, we have to make a visit to Miss Greywind anyway.
Sounds as good a place as any to start.
Thank you, Sildar.
Thank you.
Don't go getting yourself kidnapped again, huh?
I'll do my best. He's gonna look over at Lunk, who's just been like eating quietly. Don't let him go getting himself killed again.
Nothing's guaranteed here.
Good luck.
As to you, seems you have the harder job out of us.
It depends on if I'm feeling persuasive or in a mood.
Lung's very persuasive if you'd like to take him.
No, I think this requires a little bit more, though. You know, I may think about that. If you guys are back in town, come find me if things go wrong.
For you or for us?
But me.
Alright.
Well,
We have more to do than sit around in this lovely tavern all day.
Yes, it's time to get to know the folk of the village.
alright. So, making your way out to a bright day in Phandalin, you leave the Stonehill Inn. Again, you see the stone structure just across the street as you exit. You see some from this distance, it's hard to make out any kind of full detail, but you do see some like religious iconography on the stone structure. And making your way through the town, there's several people, walking through. Some hastily moving, some just kind of going on or taking a leisurely stroll, if you will. You guys are making your way to Lion Shield?
That's what it sounds like.
That sounded like the place we were going, yeah.
Okay. Well, coming back to Lion Shield, you're again greeted by the wooden floor, or a lighter wood floor, and the human woman, Lenine Greywind, standing by her little podium, making some quick notes. And as you guys all enter in, she looks up and, welcome back. I knew you said you were coming by, but not this early. And she's kind of munching on what looks like a bowl of raisins and nuts.
Well, we have a lot to do today, I think.
Alright. And what can I help you with?
Well, I believe you were interested in that, frog ornament. Or do you know someone who is?
I believe I made an or spoke of interest of what's in the chest, but I didn't really know what was in it. You say you have a frog statue?
Yes, the one we showed you last night, that you said didn't belong to anybody?
I didn't look in the case.
No, the frog was out of the case.
I think that's
Well,
a problem of miscommunication, but it was inside the chest.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, would you like to have a look?
She takes a look. Well, it's rather nice. It's jade.
She
Why is
nudges,
it moving?
The lively frog bounces over to her.
You didn't say it was alive. You said it was a statue.
Oh, it's not alive.
She's gonna kind of look over at Nidus and the rest of the group, and does she know what alive means? It's
Just because
moving.
it's moving doesn't mean it's alive.
It's it's temporarily readjusted to being a homunculus for me. That's why it's doing the whole moving around thing.
Show her how it dances.
I think the frog's had enough dancing for 24 hours. It needs some time to work all that back up.
As Nidus says that, the frog just kind of
See, he wants more.
just sits still.
Well, that's boring.
Can't be all fun and games.
Why not?
Well, I guess my best estimate would be if it's, you said temporarily, yes?
Yeah, I can take that off whenever.
Okay, so let's say if you did, I could probably purchase this for about 35 gold.
Can I... Ooh, there's no appraisal, is there? Is there a way if I can figure out if it's worth more than that?
That would be a, intelligence check?
Oof.
Well, I believe I can easily do that. If you want an intelligence check.
Seems like a great deal to me.
Yep, it does
There.
seem like
How-
a really...
What's
Okay,
it worth? If-
so it is worth 40 gold from what you know of the amount of jade and the amount of gold that's in it. If you want, you can accompany it with an insight check, but seeing as you know the price, you kind of got the idea that, you know, you gotta make some money. Can't buy and
Let's
sell
see.
at the same price.
Sounds like a great deal to me.
Well, it's worth more to you than it is to us right now. So, I'd sell it to you for 35.
Again, stationary?
Of course. And
Okay.
I'll pick it up and remove the soul from it.
Well, now that it's inert again, she'll start counting out 35 gold and hand it over to Unitas.
Alright, now we gotta put 35 gold 6 ways. Which is not a neat number.
No, it is not. I'd say 5 gold, 8 silver. Just to make it easy.
Easily enough. Everyone gets 5 gold, 8 silver, and then I'll pass it along to everybody.
Well, is there any other business we could handle?
I think that might be it for now. Question.
Unless you might know where that castle's
Yeah.
at.
Do you happen to know where a goblin castle might be, called Cragmaw Castle, or any old abandoned castles in the area? I'm not sure what a goblin castle would look like, so it's either really shitty or they've inhabited an abandoned one.
I do know of a abandoned castle. No. I think it's a castle. Right, yeah, it... It... Not, There used to be a ruin of a castle way or up north, just further along the river from Neverwinter. And anyone, like, who has... This would probably be a Lunk or Dane thing. The two of you can make me history checks.
Not gonna be pretty.
I'll make it for Lunk, seeing as he's dealing with fish.
It's 7.
And a 4.
Perfect.
Unless it might have been in a history book somewhere and I could have read it.
You've spent some time in the area, sure. Yeah, go for
I've
it.
also spent some time in the area. Have I heard of anything?
You've spent more time out at sea.
Yeah. I've
There
been
you go.
water once in a while. Oh shit! All right, Nidus.
My skull bulges a bit.
You do remember hearing of reading of some ruins, specifically the part about it being further down the river from Neverwinter, and that's not what's been colloquially what commonly called Cragmaw Castle. It's a ruin of a ancient or older civilization that goes under the name Thunder Tree.
I believe we may be talking of a different castle here.
Well,
That one's a bit different.
I do apologize then. May not be much help in this area.
No, you're
But-
fine. I wouldn't expect many to know about a goblin castle hidden somewhere.
Right. I'm trying to think as if who may know.
Is there anybody, any pioneers, familiar with the area?
Maybe a town ranger, perhaps.
No, unfortunately not. Most of our guards seems to stick around the area. I do know of a few people that are kind of looking for the adventuring sort for help, but I don't know if they're going to be pointing you in the right direction.
Well, for future reference, perhaps those names will be useful.
You could always talk to Duran. He's a retired adventurer. He lives in a small cottage out by the apple orchard. He served as a marshal, but now he kind of just tends to his fields and his crops. He's looking for someone to take care of these red brands that keep pestering the townsfolk, and she's gonna give a very odd look when she says, hogging stock.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Hello, sorry for the sudden disappearance, everybody.
You're good? You alright?
Yeah, just a little bummed out.
It's a 22.
So, with that 22, you glean that she's not telling you everything, but she is being honest in her emotion that she's conveying, that she's frustrated when she says the red brand.
What about the red brand?
Well,
I heard about some bandits, but we don't know any details.
well, they tend to lord around here thinking they own the place, and our town master doesn't seem to want to do anything about it, and as a result, they come in here, demand my stock, refuse to pay for weeks on end.
Well, we can't have that. That might be something we need to look into.
Bad people?
Bad people.
Bad people want, yes.
Perhaps if we help out Duran, he'll help us out. And they'll be helping the whole town as well.
Well,
The real thing is we have a bit of a time constraint on us, don't we? How long can someone stay in goblin captivity before the goblins get bored?
I don't know. How long was Sildar with them?
I believe that's the answer Sildar can give us.
mm-hmm.
Well, we'll put the bandits on the list. Because now we have a list, I suppose. Anybody
okay, so
else?
just out of character, because I was gone for a minute and just watching on Twitch. So we're kind of at. We can go to the castle full of goblins where Rockseeker, I forget his first name, Gundren
Gundren.
Rockseeker is at.
But we don't know where that
Or-
castle
I was
is,
gonna
and we
say
don't
we
know
only
any
have a
people.
lead on the castle, and it's not a good lead. If I'm being out of character, if I'm being honest with you, it's not a great lead.
Yeah,
but
if I feel like if we want to get a better idea of where the castle is, we'd have to go back and talk to Yimik and try and
And then our second option is to take out this group of.
bandits.
I was gonna say I'm not sure. I can't remember what you said, but essentially raiders from like Fallout. This group of raiders that are being pieces of shit to our friends in town now.
From the conversations, you're piecing together that they call themselves the Red Brands.
Okay, so this is like a group of like bandits in Skyrim or something. A group of whatever
that are kind of lording over the town itself. Yes.
That's why I essentially just said like raiders in Fallout or something. They're just being pieces of shit to our friends in town.
Yes.
Organized group of ruffians having their way with the town.
Was there anybody else who needed help? You mentioned there were multiple people.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a number of people you could go speak to.
Duran's problem and the town's problem seems to be one of the most urgent, aside from Gundren's fate.
I mean, true. I don't know much about the Rock Seekers. But I did notice that, Sister Garel, the one that takes care of the Shrine of Luck just up the street, she came back into town a little beaten and bruised, and worse for wear, a couple weeks ago. She really hasn't said why.
Alright.
We ask Sister who heard.
Yes, thank you for your assistance. We'll look into these things. Are you sure there isn't anybody else we can ask about the castle? Any cartographer mapping out the land around here?
You know, it draws a blank. I wish I could give you more, but I don't really know much about these castles you speak of. Maybe...
That's quite alright.
Okay. So you guys make your leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Time to head on out.
Well, which direction are you guys heading?
I guess as we gather outside, it's time to decide what to do.
I was going to say, I guess our best course of action would be to actually try to, not unanimously, but what's the word I'm looking for? Democratically decide what the hell it is we're actually going to do first,
Well,
and then...
We could talk to more people in town for more leads on the Cragmaw Castle, but I have a feeling we're not going to have too much luck. We could go back and talk to Yeehaw, or we could pursue the bandits, or the sisters' injuries.
Well, that sister got attacked by somebody, so figuring that out, that could either be a help for us now or a help for us later, so...
It could either be
Bad people
goblins,
hurt friends.
It could either
we
be
stop
goblins.
them.
or the bandits, so either way, I feel like that'll take us in a good direction.
If it helps us now, finding out the goblins, and great. If not, then we'll use that information when we fight the Red Brands.
Unless she has an abusive husband, then we'll just... it'll be good for her.
Possibly.
Well, so would we like to go talk to the sister? Val, Bourdain, you've been awful quiet.
Sounds fine to me. I'm thinking about the Red Brands.
Yes, I feel like that's most urgent.
Well, more along the lines of they're a large group of bandits. They have to have some sort of home base. And if that's the case, then if I was in their shoes, I would most likely want the biggest, best base.
Do you
Which
think
sounds like a castle to me.
the Red Brand bandits are working with the goblins, or are
Oh
the
no,
goblins?
not at all. Neither. I'm just thinking that they might have an idea of where the castle might be.
That's
So
a good
in the
idea.
event that we run into Red Brand bandits, try not to kill all of them. Ask a question or two.
Leave their tongues intact, you say?
Hey, we could even pretend that we're looking to work with them.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's a good angle.
If we want to try underhanded tactics.
Hurt bad people, but not kill?
Maybe we
Sam,
could,
you may want to work both angles of this here. Might be to our best interest.
Maybe. But for now, we can go talk to the sister and see if we can maybe get some more information.
Yep, that's my course of action. That's my vote as well.
If it's Red Brands, then we can go after them. If it's Goblins, we can go back to Yimik.
I do believe the goblin issue is more pressing. Again, man being held by them. We don't know how long that'll last. And Sildor himself is looking to work on this whole Red Brand thing too, so he could get that started while we're doing the goblin thing.
My whole point is to find where the castle is.
Yes.
Right.
I don't like the idea of Gundren's chances the longer he's there.
So I'm in agreement. Just using these new avenues as a way to get information.
Yes. Well, we can at
let's
least
see
go
what the sister says.
talk to the sister, and we can see what more information she has, and maybe that'll change our minds.
But we stop bad people from hurting friends?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's make our way to where the sister's at.
Raylan
Okay.
said a Shrine of Luck. I'd imagine that's a stone structure in the center of town.
Safe bet.
Aye.
Well, we could just go back in and ask.
Oh, safe bet. No need.
Well,
We like sightseeing, don't we?
lead on.
I can be quite persuasive, you know.
Can you persuade without using weapons?
Yes.
That's called intimidation when you're using a knife.
Or two, or three, or that tail you got wagging behind you.
Well, I'm better at intimidation than.
I'm not sure you're capable of persuasion
Right.
over intimidation with those horns.
Oh, well,
Those
don't judge a
beady looking
book.
eyes you've got.
What's wrong with my eyes?
Oh, nothing. They're quite beautiful.
Do you have big
with my
teeth, too?
horn?
I just don't think that we're used to your sort around here.
I feel,
Wow, your sword.
Damn.
That's the new what are you?
Now we see Storm's true colors.
Hey, I will concur that we don't see too many knights from one of the 9 rings of hell walking about.
Exactly, a princess and a knight from hell.
Now we
Well,
see Storm's
Ganassi,
true colors.
or
Wow.
Happy.
Owen Wilson's.
Just saying.
Wow.
I never
Yeah,
said that
right.
I was common either.
How do you break it down like that?
Verdain, a half-elf is hardly uncommon. Just the type of elf's a little more eccentric, that's all.
We're quite the motley crew.
Me normal.
Lunk is the normal one. Kind of. I'm not sure. I think Burdain might be the most.
Well,
Then again, what really is normal here? And
Well, it's certainly not us.
Apparently, I'm not.
a quick jaunt back up the street to the Shrine of Luck. And you see kind of a dainty half-elfin figure, woman in red and purple cloak and robe, sitting kind of. There's a small little stone bench that's kind of haphazardly constructed out of the stones that have been meticulously placed to create this kind of shrine structure. And now that you're getting closer, you can see that there is a single religious icon kind of etched into it, and those interested can make me a religion check. And sitting on this kind of stone-made bench, as I said, is a frail-looking half-elven, or sorry, not half-elven, but elven woman, just kind of sitting and reading a tome that's sitting in her lap. And Verdane and Nidus, not really sure. However, Grave, are you here?
Grave.
Wakey, wakey.
If you're speaking, you're muted.
Eggs and bakey.
Okay, well, what was your religion, Storm?
I'm gonna egg your house, Grave.
16.
16.
So, with that, you know that, the name escapes you, but you are able to pick up that this is the goddess of luck and good fortune. Hence
what
why
do
it's
you
called
mean,
the
like
Shrine of Luck.
Oh,
and,
it all
as-
makes sense.
And as you guys approach,
What?
the woman kind of sits up and looks at the motley crew of figures approaching, and yes, have you come for prayer?
She looks at the others.
Was it couldn't hurt?
Sure.
And she'll kind of just stand up out of the way, put the book on, and like kind of fold her hands across the book in front of her, and just step up out of the way. And now that you guys are getting closer and you can see her, her face is kind of bruised in some areas. You can see that there are some lacerations, just like on her, just small lacerations on her hands. And you can see there's this one long scratch that goes underneath, like across her entire jawline, and it's a fresh wound. It doesn't look, from your guys' experience, you know wounds a little bit. It doesn't look like as if it would scar, but it is still a pretty hefty scratch.
Oh, pardon
Sister
me,
Lady
ma'am.
hurt?
Are you okay?
Looking up at the big figure and then back to the smaller bluish figure, she'll smile and, oh no, just some unfortunate events of a task that I was placed in charge of. Nothing really serious.
Do you
But
need any
I try to
help?
offer her one of our healing potions.
Lunk, that's all right. I was actually gonna offer. I have some talent with magic. If you'd like me to help heal some of your wounds.
Oh no, none of
Please,
these wounds are.
It's the least I can do. I hate to see you walking around like that when I know I can do something about it.
She'll kind of look down and smile.
It's no trouble, I promise.
All right, if you insist.
Storm will take her gently by the hand and cast Cure Wounds.
And as you're casting, she kind of looks into your eyes, and you can tell, like, this is a compassion that she hasn't felt in a while.
That's gonna be 8 hit points back to her.
The scar, or the mark on her face, quickly heals. The bruises, or quickly turn from, the dark purples and reds to the faint yellows and greens that they get to when they're near the end of healing. Like,
Are you sure you can't tell me how this happened?
well,
Yellow. Healing is yellow. Green is infected.
Well, I've seen.
Just-
There was a. Hey, look. Do you remember that massive bruise that I had on my ass? Yeah, it turned green, and it was not infected.
What?
Yeah,
turned
it,
green? Okay.
it depends on the amount of damage and to the area as well.
Okay, I wasn't aware of
Lovely
that. That
sidetrack.
makes sense.
Yeah. You're welcome,
You
Michael.
just said green and it
Great.
took me off track. I was like, nothing on my body should ever turn green. I
Well,
didn't realize a big enough bruise will turn like greenish when healing. I didn't know that.
mhm. Well,
Interesting.
I was recently given a small mission of sorts by my superiors. They wanted me to persuade a, I don't know how to put this, woman, named Agatha to answer a question about a spell book that I was given. So, I ventured out to her lair.
Leia?
Lair?
Does she not live in
And she-
town?
No. She actually lives off to the north, western side of the Neverwinter Wood.
If you need to find Leia, just ask Luke.
Ha!
I'm sorry.
And, well, I was sent there, and she didn't appear for me.
She a witch of some sort?
Then how did you get these injuries?
Well, the trip back wasn't so pleasant.
How so?
There was a small roving bands of hobgoblins making their way down the long road and decided that I would be an easy target. Well,
Well, you're
Showed
lucky
them.
you made it out alive.
oh well. It's also lucky that they made it out dead.
Oh, impressive. I like you.
Hmm.
She kind of blushes a little bit and it's like, well, it wasn't all me. I had help, but
From who? If you don't mind me asking.
some of the other townsfolk, and it's pretty easy to find traveling adventurers such as yourself.
Indeed.
Well, I have no desire to go back, but my mission is left undone. I can offer you a reward if you take care of it for me.
Sure, seems right up our alley.
You know, that just might help us out. If that area does have roving hobgoblins moving around, maybe there's a chance we can find a troop and they'll lead us directly to that castle we're looking for.
Did you happen to see a castle when you were traveling?
Let's do a good old D20 roll. No.
Dice camp,
I
dice
did
camp, dice
not.
camp. Damn.
Well, here, I'll leave it where it rolled, and
No, it's too late. You could have changed it.
here you go.
I can't read that, but it looks like single digit.
Yeah, it's a nine. No, yeah, that's a 9.
Hmm.
Well, seems like it's a good place to start. You said your mission was to get Agatha to look at a spell book for you.
Aye. And she'll kind of fumble with one of the larger pouches behind, off to her side, and pull out this thick tome.
What do you need to know about it?
Well, we need to know what Agatha knows. We know that it belongs to a mage named Bowgentle. Bowgentle. but that is all.
You picked the wrong profession.
Seems like we did.
Region seems to have a problem with roaming wizards.
Roaming wizards always are a problem. They're unhinged.
First,
Very
I
few.
know. And now,
I can't think of very
Oh,
many
gentle.
things that. Can't think of very many things that roam that are good things to be roaming. You know.
mm,
I'd say we're roamers now.
Are we
Oh.
that good of a thing though?
roamers don't have destinations. We have end goals. Roamers simply roam.
Well, I was a roamer before I
You're
met you. You lot.
Ah,
Look
well
at
then
you.
by
On the path to
Vlad's
reformation.
impression. Bad.
Well, if you decide to take this offer, you're gonna need these. And she's gonna hand you a jeweled silver comb for hair, as well as the spell book. And she'll kind of hand or jingle a or 3 glass vials with the same reddish liquid as you've seen before now, kind of
Jeremy.
tied together. And I can offer this as payment. 3 potions.
We would have done it without payment.
But that'll do. Much appreciated.
Oh, thank you. Do any of you have a map? I can mark it for you.
Fuck
Of this
it.
empty case.
Oh, you truly are a goddess. Too bad we don't have a map.
Lunk actually pulls out a very old and worn map and kind of offers it.
Oh, Lunk is always full of surprises.
She
Of
looks
a,
at it.
Surprisingly large area of the Sword Coast, and for anybody paying attention, you'll actually notice if you know where Neverwinter is on the map, you'll notice that there is a decently sized mark way to the southwest of where Neverwinter and the woods surrounding Neverwinter is. But that's for later.
She's gonna kind of smile. Well, Lunk, right? This map, although massive and of the area, it is a few years outdated. And you see, and she'll kind of point. This is marking Phandalin as a ruin. And recently, about 5 years ago, we've kind of... She gestures around and built what you've seen here. And that's...
Lunk doesn't get out much.
And she'll reach into her pouch and
What?
offer a...
Map mark home.
Well, you just
Well,
keep that safe. You're going to need it later.
And she'll offer you a smaller map, focusing on just the Sword Coast area. And with a quick, just scan of Lunk's map, she's gonna mark somewhere in the Neverwinter Wood, and with a little asterisk, Lunk's home. There you go.
Well,
Lunk.
the place that I was saying was marked way to the southwest would be Lunk's actual home that me and you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
The one that was like several cities and whatnot away.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
And see, it's a
shoot.
long
What?
map, so it's got some decent areas, but it's a little bit bigger than the map that you see on this on Roll20.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
includes some other cities.
Lunk looks at the new map and actually notices how it has like all the rivers and whatnot around his house and say, "Map better." Kind of flips it around in his hands, not understanding how maps work, like why his is not as good as this one. You know what I mean?
Don't
Right.
worry, Lunk. We'll get you a new map.
Well, if you wish to continue in this, if you venture out of the city along the road that you entered in and make a right onto the tribal trail and just continue down until you reach the village of Conberry. Once you reach Conberry, you should be able to head due west into the Neverwinter Wood, and hopefully, if you follow the right trail, you should be able to make it to Agatha's home.
Sounds like a plan.
Nice and simple.
It does.
We'll see to it this situation gets dealt with. Hate to see a pretty lady like yourself get damaged more.
She'll blush and just kind of hide her face with her hair just a little bit, and then look back and with taking a breath and, well, please come back. We hope to see you again, and please feel free if you would like to pray. This shrine is devoted to those who seek good fortune, to Mora, a lovely goddess.
Well, she's not my goddess, but we're always willing to take good fortune. At least I am.
Couldn't hurt. Did we catch her name?
Yeah, Garel. G-R-A, or G-A-R, sorry. G-A-R-A-E-L-E.
Sister lady.
Yeah, sister lady.
Before we make our proper exit, you handed us a comb.
Aye.
What should we do with it once we find Agatha?
Well, it's supposed to be a gift. Present it to her, and hopefully this will aid in your persuasion of her to tell you what she knows about the location written into the back of this book.
Perfect.
Lunk will have taken the new map, but he's not going to touch the spooky magic stuff.
It's fine. I'm sure one of us are willing to hold on to that. Spellbooks are always fun to look at.
Your pick, Nidus. Have your pick.
That's not a pick, that's a comb. And I'll grab the spellbook.
Okay. So, it does have some heft to it.
I'll grab it, expecting a light weight, and then my arm will slink, seeing how heavy it is. Right, that is quite the tome. I'd expect nothing less from a wizard spellbook.
Where on the map is Agatha's lair marked?
It is not mapped, or not marked.
It's not marked, but based off of her description, it would be somewhere in, like, this area off the Tribord Trail.
So,
We gotta follow the Tribord Trail and find,
on
as
this
Lunk
map,
would call it, the Berry Village, and then...
you do
What was the village name again?
Connieberry.
Connieberry. I thought it was Conberry, but Connieberry, and then... I can't remember, I think it was to the left of Connieberry in the woods we'll find Agatha's hut, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
But... That's what I couldn't remember. Okay, so it's actually at that juncture where it goes into the woods. Okay, easy to remember.
Oh shit, that's super
That's
far.
a long trek, but easy to remember.
Yeah, that's about a day and a half trek.
What? Okay, so the map she gave me would have Connieberry marked and whatnot.
Right.
Okay,
So,
dope.
okay, so here's... have we left her place yet?
Kind of just
I would assume we're out front at this point, just for
kind of just
sake.
talking at the moment.
Okay.
Burdane,
Fair enough.
I believe was doing something.
Oh, I was just gonna hand Lunk the map case
Ah,
for now.
Okay,
Map
so
case?
yes.
The map,
Coneyberry seems a bit far. It's only, what, half a day's travel if we wanted to go back to Yimik and ask him about where Cragmore Castle is? or we can take our chances traveling up to Coneyberry.
Right. And you would remember from your excursion that the hideout is situated about there.
Okay.
Alright. So... Well, it looks like Cragmaw the hideout wouldn't be too far out of our way if we still wanted to head to Coneyberry. Would you guys like to make a detour, or do you think we'd better just head straight for Coneyberry and Agatha's lair?
I think the goblin's on the way, so why not talk to him? Maybe we can convince him that he wants to take over this castle and get a more spirited answer out of him.
Yes, I just hope he doesn't shoot us on sight.
Yeah, I'm the one that does the shooting.
What
I'll
does the
flip
rest
my
of you
gun
think?
around.
And as you guys are kind of like turning to leave, oh hey, welcome back, Kristen.
Hey.
If let's see, so we have 6 people in the party technically, so on a 6. Okay. Lunk, roll me a d20, please. Just a raw d20.
Just a raw d20 throw? Alright. Nat 20.
No way. That's so
Nat 20.
cool.
I wish I had a camera for it.
No, I believe you.
So,
I just hope it's useful.
as you turn,
Dragon swoops.
Haha!
The worst
That was a dex save.
as you turn away from the shrine, the path is clear. And you have your day. What would you guys like to do?
I want to talk to that goblin.
Okay.
He's our best.
Well, I
Lead
believe
to
it'll
go
take
on.
us the better part of the day to get back there. Do we want to pick up any supplies?
What a time to get a nat 20.
Do we need anything?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you just saved us from a dragon.
Like a random encounter, and I just saved our asses.
We do have newly gifted potions. Anything else we're missing?
Well, I'm down a spell, but I'll be alright.
You're not the only one with that healing spell. I can wave my way around that one.
See, as far as what we should do next, here's the thing. Out of character, checking out Cragmaw on the way to Coneyberry, not a bad idea. Like, 10 out of 10, great idea. In character, though, the bad people hurting our friends, definitely #1 priority.
It's not that much out of the way.
It's just Lunk's mentality, man. The bad people hurting our friends, definitely #1 right
Does
now.
Lunk say anything?
What are you more
That's
worried
why-
about?
That's
The
why I'm
bad
on the
people
fence.
hurting the guy that's actively been kidnapped by them, or the town that has Soldor working to try to fix that too? Soldor's
You
already
see-
working his end, so there's already something happening for the red brands, but there is nothing for our friend who's being
Yeah, but
kidnapped
the
by
shitty
goblins.
thing is, that guy's not Lunk's friend. Lunk doesn't know him.
He's our employer.
He's our employer.
Lunk doesn't know that! He found this flyer on the side of the street.
Lunk now knows man give money. Lunk want to eat. We save man who give money.
Lunk have money.
Well, in any case, Bourdain, Vlad, what do you think?
I say we talk to Yimik, figure out if there's any directions we can take, and if he can point us towards Cragmore Castle, then we head there.
Okay.
Alright.
Fair
Vlad?
point. It is smart to check in with that.
Just what I was gonna say.
We should check in with that veteran. That's a smart move.
Nope. I just poured popcorn on myself.
I thought you said
Good
nope, and I
job.
was just like, oh, my bad.
Oh
You don't have
shit,
to
yeah,
go there.
sorry. Damn.
It's like
Shit.
when we tried to go down that hole and you said, no.
Yeah.
The little boob hole.
The boob hole.
Yeah, this campaign's boob hole.
Nice.
Boob hole.
Well, we
Yeah, the
could
boob hole.
certainly.
Here, keep me away from a hole of boobs.
Well, we can certainly check in, with, Daran, and, we can let him know that we're interested in helping once we've, attended to other obligations.
Duran.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
I never made that association.
If
thank
I
you.
wasn't eating popcorn, I would have laughed harder.
Let's see, we're gonna need, directions to the apple orchard? Or can we see it? Can we just, like, know where it is?
The
Like,
orchard's
there's a-
marked on our
There's
town
a sign
map,
that
on
there's
our
a sign
town
that
thing.
says Apple Orchard. This
Mhm.
way.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. Sildar told us where the orchard was.
Oh, okay.
No, it
He
was
told us that it was a like defining landmark.
no, it was actually it was Greywind.
Greywind told us. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. My bad.
Well,
She was like an always famous landmark, orchard.
we should probably
We
get
were
a
like,
move
okay.
on if we have to travel all the way back to Yimik.
Lunk not knowing what an orchard is.
Well, let's get these legs moving.
All right, and it's a fairly quick jaunt through town, but you do make it to at this point it's probably gotten to about close to midday, amongst the conversations and everything, but you make your way up the Tribor Trail and veer off to the left down the long path leading to the orchard, and you see what looks to be one of the larger homes of the area, affixed in the center of a massive apple orchard, and out front is a kind of silver hair. He's fit and he's silver haired. However, he does have like half elven features, giving off the vibe that he's probably well into a century years old for his age.
Uncle, is that you?
Duran, is it?
So, getting close, you wave and shout, and he's currently in the process of in the front of the orchard, off to the northern side, and pulling down apples. And as you shout your call, he turns and looks, and yes, that's me.
Hi, I'm Storm, and these are my companions. Lady Greywind sent us your way. She mentioned you were having some trouble with Red Brand bandits.
Yes. What is there to say about them?
Do you have any idea where they are if we were to look for them? We have a couple of other things on our plate right now, but we'd love to look into that for you when we get a chance.
Well, all I know is they like to hide out outside of the Sleeping Giant Inn, or Sleeping Giant Tap House. However, I have seen a number of them moving throughout coming out from underneath the Tressendar Manor here in town. Both locations are in town, by the way.
What was that, Tressenden Manor?
Yeah, Tresendar. Tressendar Manor.
Noted.
Lies on the eastern edge of town. These people, if you can call them that, honestly, somebody just needs to enforce justice here. These ruffians do nothing but try to subjugate and harm the people of this town. And although I'm no longer active in the Order, I'm trying to keep my eye on best as I can on everything. Well,
I believe Sildar, who just came into town, is going to talk to the... What did you call him? City leader?
Town Master?
Town Master, yes. About that issue. We are off on another... to take care of some other matters, but if we return, and it's still a problem, we will definitely look into that for you.
Well, I do hope it's sooner rather than later, honestly. But I do appreciate the offer. And if it does help in bringing this up the priority list, sure, their hideout has plenty of gold, especially with how much
Well.
tithe they take from the town.
That does make a little bit of difference, at least to me. I don't know about my companions.
Oh, it's gold that's been stolen.
Aye. Now,
Well,
I do wish Sildar luck, but he is but one man against a band of ruffians, although I do know how strong those of the Order and of the Alliance can be.
yeah, there is no rushing up the ladder. There's a man's life at stake.
Yes, we'll do our best. Hopefully, we shouldn't be out of town for long.
He kind of looks inquisitively. A man's life? Who?
Gundren,
Oh, one of the Rockseeker brothers. Yes.
he and Sildar were kidnapped by goblins, and we were able to recover Sildar, but it seems Gundren was taken to a Cragmaw castle. If you know of any abandoned castles or goblin hideouts around here, we're trying to save him if we can.
I do not, honestly. I'm glad to hear that Sildar's okay. I just... Now I'm concerned how his brothers, or Gundren's brothers, will react when they do finally make it back into town.
Well,
That's
hopefully
fine.
we can locate him before any of them have to find out.
We will, for sure. Gundren will be safe in town before we know it. By our hand.
Well, I hope you understand that we have to go look for him first, but the bandits are for sure on the list.
Well, good luck.
Many thanks.
Time to head out.
Okay.
Should
Gotta
we?
speak to a man about it, or a goblin about a dwarf.
We should probably go pick up our cart.
Well, you would know that that was not your cart.
That was not our cart. We should probably look for some horses.
Well,
Unless we want to walk the whole way. Or maybe Sildar will let us borrow the cart? I'm not sure who the
If
cart
it's
belonged
Sildar's
to.
cart.
I don't know who it belonged to be honest.
there is not much in the way of a charters post here in town.
Well, we got the job from Gundar, so maybe it's his cart.
Well, perhaps we should swing by the inn and ask Sildar real quick if we can borrow the cart, if it's his to give away.
Okay. So, by this point in the day, you've kind of made your way through, you've made your way through, and you veer back into the Stonehill Inn, and you see Sildar again sitting at the same table that you saw once before. This time with a slight smile on his face.
Any luck on your end, Seldar?
I scared that banker pompous ass right, and hopefully I'll have the position by the end of the week. As long as he can, and he raises up his hands and air quotes, it is affairs in order.
Well, we're off. We have a couple of leads to follow, but if we're back and the bandits aren't taken care of, we'd be happy to help you with that. But first, is there any chance you own that car that we took to get here, or know who did?
I do not. That was all Gundren.
So you think he wouldn't mind if we used it to go and save him, perhaps?
Alas, I'm a little conflicted to give a man that I have no way of allowing to speak for himself away his property.
Well, we're gonna borrow it so we can travel faster to go save his life.
Make a persuasion check with it.
Jesus, where's Valera?
I can do persuasion if you don't want to do it.
Do you have a good persuasion?
I've got +3 in it.
I've got a +2, so here we go.
Lung is very good at persuasion.
First I rolled a 10, or a 12. And a 6. So 12 it is.
Grand total 12?
Yes. I rolled a 10 and I have a +2.
Sorry, lass. I don't think I can hand over another man's cart.
Shit.
I also don't believe he has the ability to tell us we can't use it. I believe the only one that does is Gundren himself. And seeing as how we're going to save his life, the only person I feel can tell us no is Gundren, who's not here. And we were told to guard the supplies in the cart.
I like
And
how
since we
you
did
think.
that, we're still guarding the cart while going to go save Gundren. And if he wants to dock us for using his cart, he can gladly do so. Although I believe saving his life will make him more sympathetic to our use of his cart.
I like how you think.
Well, Nidus, as I know you and Mr. Big Hand, Sergeant. Fine. If it's for the purposes of finding Gundren and getting you there faster, then fine. Take it.
If Gundren ends up mad at the end of it, I'll gladly take the blame for it.
As you will.
I'd hope he wouldn't be mad that we saved him.
I have hardly bet anyone mad that they've been saved, especially from goblins.
Well, we should be heading out then.
Okay.
Oh, stop sulking, Burdain. It's for good cause.
Pardon?
Storm's just fucking with you. She knows you're a goody two shoes, or at least that's how she thinks of you.
God's willing, we'll be back soon with Gundren in tow. Sildor.
With any luck, we can help facilitate your transition to authority.
And then take out these disgusting red brands.
Well, if they were taken care of sooner, then maybe that would be a spot on my campaign, but
Would you
he's
rather
looking
we
at.
Sildar or take care of the bandits? You're giving me mixed signals here.
Oh, you move at your own pace. Whatever you're ready for. How he is looking
I'm ready
at.
for anything.
He does like hold a couple bits of pieces of parchment up and with some text or writing or hastily scribbled on it, like, although it does look really good for my speech if I say that I'm here to stop them and also have a party that is eventually gonna stop them.
As long as the money keeps flowing, you have a party that's willing and able to help you. Even if that party is just me.
Oh, include me in that.
Well, seems we have a deal. Take care of it as your own, as you see fit. And you all have a good day.
Aye, you as well. We've got a cart to get to. We have a man to save.
As we get into the cart and start moving, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to describe, but
Well, I do want Nidus to roll me another raw d20.
oh my god.
Nidus can't roll d20s, but I'll roll one for you. That makes you feel better.
Perfect.
Minus that 2 off there. Haha.
12. Okay.
Death comes for us.
Oh god.
Good to know. Alright.
I don't like how you said that. Sus.
I do. If something attacks us, it'll have items, and once I've killed it, you get more stuff to play around with.
Well, making your way out along the Tribord Trail and further north, it takes you the better half of the day to continue further down to get to. Let's use Nidus's token as the marker.
I'm not driving this carriage.
I understand.
I'm just throwing that out there. I am playing around with my magic in the back.
Lunk will steer.
You
And
have
along the
animal
ride.
handling?
Well, it doesn't. It's not that.
I have some animal handling, yes.
I have a +4 to animal handling, so if nobody else is.
I don't have a +4, but
It is very easy to navigate through. So not 100% necessary to roll.
did we already stop by Emic?
No.
No.
Where we're
So-
headed.
Yeah, you get to about there instead for the better half of the day.
During the ride, I would like to magically imbue my gun.
Okay.
So for all intents and purposes, the gun is now a +1 revolver.
I was actually wondering if I could, like, it basically in some random conversation with Nidus, remembering that you said something about enhancing weapons. Lunk is kind of holding his great axe. How make axe better?
You give me a day and I could probably make it better. However, I can't today. I've already made myself better. Gotta look out for number 1 before I look out for number 2, you know?
Only make one magic a day?
Only make 1 per day.
Oh, tell Joe to look out. That part sucks. I can't remember where, but there is a guy that summons those magic balls, so if you kill him, you don't have to deal with it every fucking time you go back there. But if you don't kill the guy, you're gonna have to deal with that magic ball every time you go back to that spot. It's a pain in the fucking ass.
Okay. So,
I died to that already a bunch of times. One of my buddies has died to it a bunch of times.
moving your cart through the open plains off of the road and into the edges of the Neverwinter Wood. The sun begins to set, giving, however, knowing from your previous experience, you do know that if you continue on foot, you'll probably reach there in about another 2 hours, but you would have to leave the cart.
I'd feel better approaching the hideout in daylight. I don't know about you lot. We could leave the carts here and camp further in, or we could just camp here for the night and take off in the morning.
Camping
Day or
would
night makes
much
more difference to
safer.
me. But I can see at night, so I'm a little biased on that one.
Yes, well, I do not have such abilities.
I can see at night too. And Lunk pulls out a half-used torch.
Daytime should be fine.
Alright.
Alright, well let's gather around a campfire then, I guess.
Let's sing the campfire song.
Settling in for the rest of the evening, pulling out some rations and setting up a camp just on the edge of the wood. You can still see the cart about 45 feet away from you, on the edge of the wood. Would we like...
Just real quick, as we set up camp, not having a tent, Lunk just kind of rolls his bedroll out on the ground somewhere near the campfire.
As would all of us.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, nobody here has tents? Dope. We're actually roughing it. I like this party.
so, who's going to take first watch?
I
Which
would.
watch has the most light?
Um,
Would the last watch have any light?
Towards the end of it, yeah, when the sun starts rising.
I'll take the first watch, only because I can use the rest of my half-used torch and just kind of set it up next to me and leave it there for whoever has the second watch, and if it burns out, it burns out. You know what I mean?
So how many watches we do in total? How many hours per watch?
3
2-hour watches?
Yeah, or it's
3 hours? 3 of us?
Yeah.
Because I don't mind taking the deep night watch.
I can take a watch, the last one, but I don't have great sight in the dark, even with the torch. So, if anybody else is willing, that might be a good idea.
That's why, yeah, Lung can take the first or the last, but he's definitely gonna have to use that last of his torch if he, his last torch if he
Unless
does.
you want to double up, buddy system.
Like I said, I'll take the middle watch. And with that, I'll roll my bedroll out, grab a twig, make it smell like citrus and lavender, and start heading to sleep.
I keep seeing
This
Tom
fucking
headbutting
guy.
his microphone every time he's like falling asleep.
Tom,
Is it getting
Oh.
about that time?
I'm dying right now, man. I'm
Is
dying.
it getting about that
Yeah, I
time?
saw
Well,
you headbutt
It's
your
at midnight, man. It's killing me.
we got
Do you want to call it before we even do our watches? Then fuck it.
No,
No.
please. Oh,
I do
No?
not.
I just-
Okay.
I got so who's gonna be taking my first and third watch?
I'm taking the first watch. I already called that one.
Okay, so I need one more.
I'll take second, and
I'll go for third.
Luther.
Last but not least,
Vlad. Okay,
Elias, and Bird.
who is it?
and Bird.
But yes.
Maybe one of you should stay up with Lunk. Since
Okay.
he's better in the dark.
So, Lunk, give me your perception check, and this would be a disadvantage.
I have my torch. Still
For third-
disadvantage?
Yeah, because after
fucking-
that 30 feet, it's black.
You're
That's why I
racist.
said Vlad or Burdane should.
You're
stay up-
racist against humans. It's okay.
Should stay with.
I am.
Lunk.
I
Do,
know.
imagine
One
playing
bitch.
humans.
Yeah.
do either of you listen? Do you?
No, I
No.
said it was last, but hey.
Nobody listened. Nat 1.
Okay.
Nat 1 for perception on watch duty. What's up?
Doesn't hear anything. Nidus.
No.
But it goes uneventfully.
Yeah, I was gonna say it goes fucking smoothly for me, baby.
Next
Okay.
time, maybe somebody
It's
should.
human.
Maybe somebody else should watch.
I was really hoping
Alright.
somebody was gonna back me up, but hey, man, that's D&D for you sometimes.
I'll wake up and do it.
Second watch, you're up. Yeah, Nidus. I will kind of get Nidus up, do his watch thing, and
Okay.
make my way to bed.
All right. So, Nidus, throughout the entire night, you hear the heavy footfalls of a quadrupedal creature, low rumbles, and you feel like it's been getting closer and closer over the course of the last couple of hours. But as your watch comes to an end, nothing happens. Vlad and Burdane.
As I'm waking up, I'll let them know that I've been keeping notice on that quadruped that seems to be coming closer.
Saw that at all.
If you guys want me to stay up and finish the rest of the watch with you, I don't mind
Oh shit.
knowing that.
Oh, damn.
You're welcome, everybody.
Well,
We're dancing.
Gladius, you pick up on it first after Nidus makes the statement to you. You begin hearing the kind of like, it sounds like pacing moving around your campsite. And Burdane, as you kind of pick up on this pacing as well, you look out about 30 feet away from the party south, like kind of separating you between the cart and your group, is a large hulking creature with large bright gold eyes and a beak, seeming like almost feathers across its face, but on its haunch large shoulders it almost seems like fur. And as the two of you kind of make
Oh, fuck.
eye contact, it charges.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we're gonna end
Are
it
we-
tonight.
Are we about to put an owlbear at level 2, you asshole?
Getting charged by an owlbear at level 2. Oh boy.
I fucking hate this game. I already hate it.
Owlbear meet gun.
It's
Gun
nice-
meet owlbear.
I just made a shitty roll earlier. That's what it's gotta be.
Well, my net 1 didn't fucking help.
Probably would have noticed a little sooner had it been not a nat 1.
Yeah, and having lived in the woods a long time, hopefully Lunk would have known Predator from something random, but, you know, nat 1s are nat 1s. It's D&D for you sometimes, guys.
Okay, Lunk and Storm are not allowed to ever take a watch alone.
I was honestly just saying it, like, as much as I love Storm, if Lunk and Storm took watch together, it's a shit show, because neither of us are gonna see shit,
I
and
was gonna offer, but like it would defeat the point.
we're two of, like, the dankest characters, but it would be pointless. We wouldn't see shit, and yeah.
How bold to say that I am not a dank character by saying that. I don't appreciate your statement.
Well, we didn't see you in the last fucking boss battle, so, I mean, define dank.
You did
You made a
see him.
frog
He was
jump.
just kind of like standing there watching.
You made a frog
Judging.
jump. That's what frogs do, buddy.
Fine, no more animated frogs for you.
No, don't install
Lunk,
him.
how about
No,
that? You've done
no!
No more tricks out of me. That's it. Only
take
trick
it
you're seeing
back.
is my favorite spell, bullet.
I take it all back. Lunk commits Sudoku.
Lunk wanted good axe. Lunk no get good axe.
Lunk no get good axe.
Nidus, wake up and make new homunculus. Say goodbye to Axe, Lunk.
Oh no!
I should have put more points in the charisma. I keep talking so much.
Well.
Oh, jeez.
That was fun, guys.
It
Yeah.
was definitely fun.
Always.
I was not ready for an owlbear, but
I wish Valera had been there to back me up. She has really good persuasion.
dude,
I've got a pretty solid persuasion as a character who's not a bard.
and okay, I'm sorry. I know she's gonna see this later if she watches the VOD or whatever, but to just disappear without saying anything.
Fell
This is
asleep.
a yeah.
Oh, I fell asleep.
She fell
Yeah.
asleep again. She's done that all 3 times now.
Yep.
It just sucks.
I understand it. All right, she's on medication, and she did tell me, and
As they say in the business, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
yeah, but she did tell me and Ed what it was at some point, and I can't remember what it is, but it does cause like a lot of sleep and whatnot. It causes a lot of drowsiness as a side effect. But I've tried multiple times to be like, look, dude, I get that, but try taking your medication like an hour later,
As they
and
say
you'll
in
fall
the
asleep an
as-
hour later.
as they say
Right?
as they say in the soda business, it fizz what it fizz.
Yeah, I love her. I love I love her, but
Because I love Valera and I want to see more of her, but we get so little of her.
it's just
It's
to
fine.
have.
You can
to
take her
have somebody
pill
who's
and then
built
take
to
a
be our
monster.
face-
they'll balance out.
They'll cancel each other out.
Oh, I used
Yeah,
to do that.
But to have somebody who's built to be our
Magic.
face, to have such a high charisma and whatnot as her,
Whoa,
and to never be
whoa,
around,
whoa!
that's really disgusting.
I was originally.
Hold on. If anyone's the face, I'm gonna be the face. Thank you.
Then
Have you
show
not
up
seen
anyone's
that beautiful
fucking
face?
battle.
Fun fact: I was actually gonna put my second highest stat in charisma because I was gonna multi-class into sorcerer eventually. But we already have a cleric sorcerer in POTA, so I'm gonna go multi-class rogue instead.
It's nothing against your stats specifically. It's just Valyria has somehow passed like almost half of, if not actually,
all of them.
I think she's failed. she hasn't
Nice.
failed any of her
I'm gonna
charisma
call
checks
it
at all yet.
I don't think
Make
I've
friends.
called for any charisma checks.
Yeah, I think she only.
Well, no,
has maybe
she's
one.
done a couple of those persuasions and whatnot, but
Mm.
yeah.
She
Good
did,
night,
like,
Tom.
one with-
Sorry.
She did like
Oh,
one with.
I didn't
Ymik.
hear him.
She did like one roll with Ymik.
She just gets really lucky with those fucking charisma rolls, and she's kind of made herself the face. But that's why I was saying, to have your character built to be the face and to never fucking be here, that's really.
We've got 3
It's really
faces in
upsetting.
this.
We can
We've
get
got
by.
5
think
faces
any
in this
character
party.
I define
ever
the face as
designed
an
to be a
archetype.
face.
Yeah.
I just define the face as an archetype. Your high charisma,
Yeah.
always chatty, always at the forefront of conversation at RP.
That's
problem
definitely
is-
Storm and
the
You don't need
Nidus.
charisma
and
if you have
Verdane.
tools to do it.
Yeah, like so the problem is like say
Okay,
see,
you're not wrong.
Look at Hera. She has like a 20 charisma, but she's not that talkative because that's just not who she is. But Storm, who has like a moderate charisma, is very talkative. So that's just how it works out sometimes.
Yeah, if anybody's the bard in this campaign right now, it's Storm trying to fuck literally the bench.
You don't know that she means it. That just might be how she talks.
As far as we
And
know.
Look,
Yeah, you guys,
Nidus
you guys
doesn't
don't
have
know
to
yet.
be a bard. When he was raised by a bard, he knows the bard game without being one.
I'll just put this out there. I think Verdane's been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
I agree.
Verdane's really good too. Yeah. Verdane's
Our
solid.
party works to a point where we don't need a face
Mhm.
because everyone is proficient and efficient.
Verdane is
Sure,
our
charisma
moral
stat
compass.
help.
Lunk's not as efficient as I would like, but I didn't build him to just be a straight damage dealer. He's meant to just tank. He sucks up damage. Obviously not a lot because level fucking 2, but
More than any of us.
Look, I'm not gonna go to the level of say Nidus isn't moral. He is extremely moral.
Clearly, Storm
And
is
I
too.
am-
She's just a little
I
bit
am
of a wild.
offended.
I made Storm to be a wild card.
I'm also
I
just
am-
a little breaker for the character, but I'm doing something a little different with this barbarian. I actually did a little bit of the math, and if you actually max out their constitution and dexterity, technically you get more of an AC bonus to a barbarian than you would with any armor,
Mhm.
if you take the right feats.
Yep.
That's why barbarians don't need armor. They're agile.
Like, I was doing the math, and I think it was by the time I hit level 10 or 12, I can't remember which one, but if I take the right feats and do the right stuff, Lunk will essentially have an AC of like 22 and be hitting for retarded damage because all it takes is gear and weapons to deal damage.
Let me know if I'm talking too much. I made Storm to be somebody who always has something to say, but I don't want to take away from you guys.
No, I mean,
Storm,
that's
you're
pretty
talking
good.
too much. Like right now, in
That's
this
what I was
very
afraid
moment,
of.
in this very moment, you are. That moment
I
of
just wanna
silence
say
where you
that-
weren't saying anything.
I just want to say, Burdane, big hands, keeping his mouth too shut. Take his big hand off his big mouth and start talking more.
I was under the impression that Eric just wasn't talking because he was lagging out.
You gotta
What a
speak
good
more,
little
Pops.
spotlight.
You're really quiet. What'd you say?
I'm not quiet. Michael's just fucking loud.
That's true.
Shut the fuck
You
up,
shut it.
Michael.
we all
shut
been
it.
talking too much.
Anywho,
Verdane is the strong and silent type.
don't want to take y'all's spotlight from you.
I'm sorry I
I've got
got a little
something
quiet
for
there at the
everything.
end, too. Just got a little bummed
Be
out
welcome to
from the
slap
whole-
the shit out of Storm if she keeps her mouth running.
I mean, she might like it.
She'd probably
Ooh.
be okay with it. Depends on the circumstances.
What if Lunk smacks her? Because that might hurt.
She'd be dead.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, not that Lunk
Lunk,
would do
it is
that.
not
He
okay to
certainly
hit
wouldn't.
women.
That would be
I don't know
disgusting
what-
to Lunk, but...
I don't know what little briar you were raised in, Lunk, but you can't start slapping women on command.
Dang it.
That's why I had to
You may
throw
be
in
a
Lunk
hulking mass of
certainly
muscle.
would not do that, but...
Your muscles may be large, but they're not bulletproof. I guarantee it.
Well, we are ending there this evening. I appreciate you guys coming out for a wonderful evening of the Lost Mines of Phandelver once again. And
You're welcome.
thank you, Burdane. I could not have done it without you. I actually probably couldn't have, because you started me down this D&D path. Aha.
Well,
Well,
if that's the logic gate, then you
Probably
wouldn't have got there until
Your
I
camera
sent
keeps
Eric down that
refocusing every
road.
time you move slightly.
true.
It's really weird.
turn your autofocus
I'm not even
off.
moving. I literally just moved like an inch.
It's like going in and out and in and out.
I moved like an inch and the camera just cannot handle it.
Do I
Maybe if I move back over, I don't know.
I think the camera's trying to decide whether or not to focus on your nose or your mustache.
Yeah, move back over and it's chilling. That's weird. What the heck?
Okay, it's calmed down now.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, that was weird.
Anything you guys would like to discuss before we close everything out? Any comments for chat?
Not to the chat, but after you
Um,
stream, there might be something
That's
to talk
nice.
about.
Chat, you guys need to butter up the DM, and you need to let Lunk win all of his strength checks, strength saves, and all of his attack rolls. All right,
Make
that
him
would be
hydrate
like
more. That
would be
pisses dark yellow.
prime. What was that? He doesn't know. He's never played this game before. Don't worry about him, Chad.
No, he's right. Hydrate, and then pick a favorite.
This bottle was full when we started
Not
this
you.
game.
Hydrate
Oh,
with
Chad needs to hydrate too.
Big K brand Dr. Pepper. We call it Dr. K.
Dr. Kim.
No, that's gonna make you pass K for kidney stones. Bad. Drink water.
well. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good night.
Real